Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETsn.live.
Kobe Sawyer.
All right, welcome, my friends, to Bulldog Stadium, as tonight we've got a little Whitehouse Wildcats versus the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. I'm here tonight with Chris Brody and Brett Swinney, and we're pretty pumped. How you doing, fellas?
Hey, wonderful.
Doing great. Rain came through, kind of cooled it off a little bit.
Sure did.
Gosh. Listen, I looked at the map. The entire state of Texas was dry except for one little spot here right over Chapel Hill. It was unbelievable.
I want to tell you, I literally bring everything with us, and that was the one thing I didn't bring was a canopy.
No canopies. That's right. So, yeah, so they're getting ready to play the school songs here. We're getting ready for the game tonight. This is going to be very exciting. Whitehouse coming in 1-1. Chris is going to give us a little update on the teams here. And, Chris, tell us a little bit about what Whitehouse will be facing tonight.
Well, last week the Chapel Hill Bulldogs played against Gilmer, and the week before that against Jasper. And let's just say that they got the triplets on offense that are going to be difficult for Whitehouse to deal with tonight. Quarterback Malik G, number 6. He's a senior, 60+% completion percentage, 375 yards, 6 touchdowns through the first 2 games of the season. Last week he added to his repertoire the run game, 52 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. He was in fact responsible for all 6 touchdowns last week, 3 through the air, 3 on the ground. At running back, Lemuel Stinson, he's a junior, number 10, 200 yards this year, 1 touchdown, but he's averaging almost 8 yards per carry, and he is toting the rock effectively. And then at the wide receiver position, there's DeMarcion Blaylock, number 2.
Oh, Blaylock.
He's a senior,
Yes,
14 catches, 250 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So very effective on offense so far this season. On defense, they're led by Jeremiah White. He's a senior, number 19, linebacker, already 24 tackles, 4 of them for loss through the first 2 games. 14 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 3 turnovers on defense. They give up 7 points against Jasper and 26 points against Gilmer. And on offensively, they put up 49 points against Jasper and 41 against Gilmer.
Okay. Wow.
There you go.
Thank you for those stats, Chris. That's some good stuff. So, Chapel Hill, it appears as though tonight, it doesn't appear. It is their homecoming game tonight, Chris.
It is.
So
yes.
I could student section's fired up over there. And, of course, this old rivalry with Whitehouse and Chapel Hill is an old one. Back in the day, obviously, they were in the same district together, and a lot of friends that are my age, grew up, and they didn't like Chapel Hill very much in Whitehouse, and I think Chapel Hill would tend to return that sentiment. So, and here's the other thing: it has been years and years since Whitehouse has come here to Bulldog Stadium to play. For several years, Whitehouse and Chapel Hill played each other, and they played at Rose Stadium just because of the seating situation and all that. So, lots of fun. And then also, when Coach Gold was here a few years ago, I think he made determination, or they made a determination not to play Chapel Hill for a couple years, and so it's good to see this rivalry back and out here. So. Week 3, we're getting pretty excited about it. And now I do have to warn you, Brett Swinney is here. For those of you Chapel Hill Bulldogs or Wildcats out there, yeah, I know Brett Swinney, he's a little bit of a Bulldog, Chris.
He is, yeah. He works for Chapel Hill ISD. And
his daughter goes here.
Yeah.
So, listen, Chris and I are completely unbiased.
Hey, all's fair in love and war because
That's right.
Everybody knows that we sent quite a few kids through the Whitehouse ISD and spent a good bit of time on campus there ourselves. So,
That's right. That's right. Yeah, but still, Chris, you and I are unbiased. We're just here to call a game evenly, without any fluctuations of the voice for any Rockmore hardware Wildcat touchdowns or anything like that. So we're pretty excited about that. Wildcats fixing to come out. Let's take you to the field real quick. right, here they come. Wildcats coming out from the Wildcat Tunnel.
Hey, what were you guys saying? I heard my name, and then I heard
Hey, Brett.
some other
What you
stuff
doing?
about me, man.
So just so everyone knows, which not everyone's on yet, but Brett Swinney is the owner and the creator of NETsn, and we were just talking about how much we appreciate you, Brett, as an owner, and
thank you.
And you're really great.
It started right here, Chapel Hill High School. That's where NETsn was kind of born. I'm a Chapel Hill alum, full disclosure. So.
Okay.
Have some insight on the Bulldogs a little bit.
Do you now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, listen.
I love that this game is back, though. I was gone for a few years, and as an alum, I used to love this game. Like, it needs to be here. I'm glad it's back. It is different not playing at Rose Stadium. Playing at the home stadium is a little different, but I am glad it's back. Yes,
sir. And that's kind of exactly what we were talking about. It went away for a couple of years, and we were just saying this is the first time, and we don't know how long, that we've played at Bulldog Stadium because the game was.
I can't remember it. I don't.
Yeah.
It was before I could remember that far back.
Okay.
So,
Brett, we were also saying Chris and I are very unbiased.
Okay.
And so we're just hoping that tonight you'll be unbiased as well.
Oh,
you know, and
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun tonight. Either way.
Or we might not be unbiased.
The
Who knows?
Lake Tyler East rivalry's here, and I'm excited for it.
That's right. Lake Tyler East.
And we're like with the people tonight, so
we're with the people. We're out here. You can't see us right now, but we're in the
stands.
We are in the stands, and looks like we're waiting for the Bulldogs to come out. They haven't come out yet, so we're kind of wondering. Chris, you think they'll come out tonight? I think they're going to.
I bet they will.
So I don't know I heard Chris giving little stats on Chapel Hill and something that we'll I'm sure talk about. The defense is probably the strong point. Returning 10 starters from last year, only losing one. Now their one player, their one player was probably their best defensive player, but returning 10 players on defense, and I think. Losing Ricky Stewart and Demetrius Brisbane, both D1 athletes last year, it's going to really. It helps that the defense is returning a lot of players. So that's what I'm looking forward to see. I haven't got to see the Bulldogs this year yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they have. Got to see a little Whitehouse Wildcats week 1, and last time I was with you guys, Whitehouse looked pretty strong in Dallas a few weeks ago.
They were. That's right. Yeah, Brett was with us a couple weeks ago. Wildcats putting up some big numbers in the first half to the point where it was determined to run the clock in the second half just to get everybody back to Whitehouse safely that night from Dallas. And but I don't know about you, but driving home that night was scary for a Whitehouse boy driving through Dallas downtown, and it was kind of crazy. So, all right, well, I think the Bulldogs are about to come out.
All right.
I'm going to apologize right now because I have no idea if this is way too loud. Apparently everybody in Chapel Hill is deaf. So the sheer volume coming from the scoreboard is going to be something to deal with the whole time.
Shots fired, straight out the gate.
We got Jeremy Titsworth on the chat here, guys, and he's saying, have a great call, fellas.
So, thank you, Jeremy.
He's off tonight. He's probably tuned into all the games we got going on.
Hey, he's off. He doesn't have to work, but, thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate you. Was he with Jaron last night? Is that right?
Yes, he was over in Overton with Jaron last night.
Yeah, they were out in Overton versus Bowie. I did that game last year in Bowie, and that was something else. So, good times. Well, we believe we're about to go here shortly to the national anthem. But he's kind of excited. Maybe a coin toss first. Well, let's see what happens here. Whitehouse is lined up.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please rise and remove your caps for a
We will be back after the national anthem.
By Chapel Hill ISD student Emmeline Brown.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us. Tonight, as these two communities come together, we ask for your blessings. Please be with our student athletes, coaches, referees, performers, and fans. Help us all here tonight be free from injury, have good sportsmanship, and to do all for your glory. Lord, be with the leaders of our nation, schools, and families. Guide us in your truth, and let us be lights in this world. We love you, God, and it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem, performed by the Chapel Hill High School Band.
All right. Tell you what, we're going to go to a commercial. Stay with us. We're going to have the kickoff here shortly when we come back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right. Welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. This is Wildcat football on NETsn. We've got some captains out there in the coin toss. It looks like Chapel Hill. Chris, I didn't see what happened. Whitehouse will be receiving. I think Chapel Hill won the toss and chose to defer to the second half. So Whitehouse is fired up. Chapel Hill's fired up. The old rivalry's fired up. And we're ready for hopefully a good football game tonight, Chris.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a disappointment last week. And so an opportunity for redemption tonight. JoJo Adams at quarterback for the Whitehouse Wildcats fought hard for yards last week and scored one of the touchdowns. John Grimes, running back, scored the other. Both of them we expect to see a good bit tonight on the field. And an opportunity to set the tone early here at the White House.
John Grimes might be starting tonight. Is that what we're hearing?
That's what we're hearing.
Okay.
Distinct possibility.
Yet to see. Those of y'all know that Zion Alexander at running back, who's back deep right now to get the ball. Also, number 15, Christian Long. And, number 17, Chris Stearns, back deep to receive.
It's always fun when you got an outside linebacker back there returning kicks.
That's right.
That's pretty awesome.
So we've got Thunderstruck playing out of the speakers. We've got the bands playing. I mean, we're ready to go. All right, there's the kickoff, a high kick. Fair catch caught by number 5, Aiden Wright that time. Wildcats are going to have good position at the 35-yard line to get started out. Chapel Hill wasn't too worried about that. Sometimes those high kicks can be a little bit deceiving and hoping for, a bit of maybe a turnover there. But
yeah, no chance for a big return for Whitehouse.
That's
offense,
right.
They're going to have to earn it on offense here tonight. And it is, like we said, John Grimes in the backfield with JoJo.
That's right. So here we go, shotgun formation. Doubles on each side. There's the snap. JoJo keeps it himself. Grimes lead blocking up in the middle. Oh, a big hit, knocked back a couple yards. Not before he got out to the 35-yard for about a 3-yard gain.
Yep, straight ahead, lead blocker.
That's it.
Let's see what we can do. Put a hat on a hat, come on downhill,
little
pick
bit
up some tough yards.
Yeah, there's a little bit of room there. So that brings up 2nd down and 7. I'm sure Coach Westerberg wanting to put themselves in good position after 1st down and not have 2nd and long. There's the snap, the fake jet sweep. Grimes takes it. He's got a hole! He's going out to the 40, down to the 30, down to the 20. He's almost going to get caught. Down to the 10, and he comes up short at the 6-yard line. What a big play right out the gate. Chris, there was a huge hole on the right side of that line.
Yeah, they brought Zion across, faked the handoff to him, and then a delayed handoff back to Grimes going the other way and stopped the Chapel Hill defense. They took an extra look at it, and that was all he needed to get that hole. And
yeah, shout out to Karion Green with the touchdown-saving tackle. Boy, he ran him down, showing some great speed right there. So pretty good play there. Here we go, 1st and goal now at the 5-yard line. Snap is back. Fake to Grimes. JoJo keeps it himself. And Chris Brody, that is your first Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown right out the gate. 3 plays all the way down the field.
Fantastic. Very efficient job by the offense running the ball. Now, last week, like we said, it was very difficult on offense trying to pass the ball. They were really just not on the same page most of the night trying to throw the ball. And offensively, one thing they did was actually pretty successfully run the ball. So great to see them build off of that with a emphatic start tonight.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Very impressive, in fact. Wildcats getting lined up for the extra point. They always kind of go into the swinging gate just to see what they have. But their regular extra point, Josh Tornes, the kick is up, and it is good. Folks, your score, Whitehouse 7, Chapel Hill 0. We'll be back after this Rockmore Hardware timeout. All right, we are back at Bulldog Stadium. Wildcat football on NETsn, and Chris, a quick touchdown this week. Last week it took us till the second half to get our first touchdown, and this week right out the gate in our backyard over at our Bulldog friend's house, touchdown.
Yeah, that felt a little bit like the Woodrow game. Starting strong, starting quick. Excellent ground attack, good blocking on the line, giving those running backs and the quarterback an opportunity to find the hole and go.
All right, so Brown and Blaylock back deep for the Bulldogs. The kick is to Brown. He's taking it out to the 10, looking for a hole. He's got a little space to run. He's going out to the 30, over the 30 to 40. He just barely gets knocked out of bounds. Boy, that was close. I think that was Wildcat number 20, Tony Durham, getting the touchdown-saving tackle over there. If he could have stayed in, that would have been, well, the score might have been close to tied, Chris. Good starting position now for Chapel Hill.
Yeah, they ended up somehow with the numbers over there on the left-hand side of the field. I saw the outside defender get knocked down on his rear end, unfortunately, and he was able to pick up another 20 yards, 25 yards after that.
He's pretty fast, Chris. I'm going to say that right off, and very smooth.
Yeah, this is going to be a test for this defense.
All right, couple people in new positions here. Is the fake play action. He rolls out, pitch out to number 88. Tackled. That's Ryan Harris with the catch out of the backfield. Gain of about 8 on the play. Be 2nd and 2.
Hey, we got a chat, guys.
Hey.
Got Connie Bryan says, "Go Cats." Brian, grandparents here in Virginia. Thanks you guys for the broadcast.
Oh, come on now. We love it. We'll come back to her. There's a run this time. Tackle taken down. It's going to be enough for a first down by number 10, Lemuel Stinson. But is that John Grimes' grandmother again in Virginia?
I don't know. Says,
I think she said John.
She said Brian's.
Brian.
Brian grandparents. Connie Bryan.
Oh, Connie Bryan. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us.
I think that's Price Bryan's grandparents.
Oh, it's Price Bryan. Oh, we got a blitz coming this time. A good pass off out to number 2. That's Blaylock. Finds an area. He's going to make it all the way into the end zone. Little screen pass on the left side.
Man,
woo! Touchdown, Bulldogs.
He's got a little speed on him, fellas.
He did have some speed. I saw that.
Man.
Yeah, they schemed that up really well.
So I was fixing some things on that first drive. There was a big run by is that the fullback up the middle there on the run?
He looks like a fullback, doesn't he?
He's tailback.
He is. Oh gosh, he's a bowling ball.
He's starting this week.
Okay.
And it's his first week to start, so
I'd say that's a good start for him.
I mean, he's a bowling ball, but he almost outran everybody to the end zone. All right, well that's. Kick is up and good. We got a tie game. It's going to be fun tonight, Chris. Y'all stick around, and we'll see you after this timeout.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, we are back once again. Thanks to our sponsors, Rockmore Hardware. They're one of our gold sponsors, and anytime we score a touchdown, you'll hear them. Thank you also to Jamie Whitley. He's with the Schilling Group, and he's our gold sponsor, and we have the Jamie Whitley Halftime Show. So make sure you stick around tonight and every night for the halftime. Band comes out and everything else, and we have a Whitley Halftime Show. There is a squib kick. He's going to let it go out of bounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
a lot of patience there.
We saw one last night that was like that kind of, and Jeremy and I talked about it, those that go on the sideline like that. And the guy ended up having to field it way back at like the 15, but you can't risk that almost. It's very risky to let it go. You've got to hope it takes that right bounce.
Well, listen, Christian Long, I hear what you're saying. You could see he almost grabbed it. I wonder if he had a coach over there telling him, hang on, just hang on, we'll tell you. But
worst case scenario, the ball being placed at the 30-yard line, that's not terrible.
No,
I mean, that's they're better off defensively than they were last possession with the short kick.
That's right. All right, so here we go now. JoJo back in the gun. John Grimes back with him. Gary goes in motion to the opposite side. JoJo's keeping it himself, tries to get around the end. Not much doing over there. Looks like he got over the 30, about to the 32. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and despite the fact that last week for Whitehouse the pass game not working so well, the fact that they stuck with it is what enabled them to have space to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to throw the ball tonight, and hopefully we really want to see them on the same page a little bit better than they were last week. If they just run, Chapel Hill's going to shut down those lanes like they did on that one.
All right, we got trips out to the left. They're kind of bunched out there.
2 defenders only.
Snap is back. The fake handoff, JoJo keeps it. He kind of found a little something out of nothing, and he's still pushing forward. Not a bad run by JoJo, finding a little something, about 4 yards on the play. Across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Almost feels like they're playing small ball here after the big, huge play on the last drive.
That's right.
Let's see what they try to scheme up here.
Okay, probably a little closer to 3rd and 3 here. They've got the ball just shy of the 37-yard line. So let's see. You've got DR out here by himself. We haven't seen anything out to Zion yet, playing out in the slot tonight. Zion Alexander, Zion in motion as we're speaking. The fake to him, blitz coming, but they're set up to screen. There goes Gardner across the 40 to the 43. That's enough for a 1st down for the Wildcats.
And you can see they ran that same look that they got the big long run on, and they added an extra dimension there with the backside screen pass. Scheming things up very nicely here early in this one.
And I think we had a personal foul, and so that's going to tack on another 15 yards for the Wildcats.
Yeah, apologies there. We're not used to we're used to the white hat facing us.
Yeah.
To make an announcement on the penalty, so we weren't prepared there to be quiet and hear what he had to say.
Yeah, that's okay. And no one wants to hear what they have to say anyways, Chris, if we're being – come on now. We love the white hats. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Jumbled. The pitch that time to Zion. Zion taking it to the outside. Got a couple guys there. Gain of just a couple feet maybe a yard.
Yeah, that time they brought the motion across and gave it to him. And
they played it well over there.
I feel like Whitehouse is at their best after watching a couple of games when they're running downhill. And I know if you've listened to me talk, you've heard that a lot, coming downhill on the run game. And that stretch out, unless you've got a gap where you can put a foot in the ground and turn and come downhill, that's not going to be as effective.
All right, so let's see what they call up on 2nd and long. Gary coming as the up back. Lead blocking for Grimes. Grimes finds a hole, drags a Bulldog. That's going to be, I believe, enough for a 1st down. Yes, sir. That's a 1st down Wildcats. Boy, Grimes is possessed tonight.
Yeah, we've been able to watch him run the ball a bit now for 3 weeks, including the scrimmage. We really like what he brings to the game in terms of that grit, and I'm every time he's got his hands on the ball, reminds me of Isaiah Pacheco for the Chiefs.
Oh,
no, you like that?
Now.
Just going to run like your hair's on fire. You're going to run like you're trying to run through a wall and knock somebody down.
What's the Chiefs' records, Chris? I can't remember so far.
Not so good so far.
Okay, that's all right.
Probably not going to be better after this weekend either.
We got no backs this time. JoJo fakes the pass, runs the quarterback draw around the right side, gain of about 4 yards on the play. Not too bad. We've only thrown one pass tonight, and that Wildcats have only thrown one pass, and that was a screen out to the right. So not going downfield yet.
Yeah. We're in the field area of the field where we might see that sideline route to the end zone with Diarra here. I'd love to see them come back to that. It worked beautifully against Woodrow, and they just weren't on the same page last week.
Kind of feel like Wildcats are content with just some short gains and first downs and keeping the clock running. JoJo cuts it back up in for a gain of about 2. Again, he was dead in the water in the backfield. Made a pretty good move to kind of slice up in there to get a yard or 2.
Yeah, if you're going to have nobody else in the backfield with him and split everyone wide, you're going to have to mix in some throw there, because I don't think Chapel Hill's playing Whitehouse to throw the ball here. They're playing them to run. And despite the fact that he was by himself in the backfield, they were coming downhill as well, looking to make a tackle against the run. It's a big third down.
Bulldogs now making some noise over there. Uh-oh, something happened.
We got a timeout.
Yep, looks like Whitehouse is going to get a timeout, which means we're going to get a timeout. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, so we were at a frenetic pace there. I don't know if you caught that. The score was 7-7 with 2 minutes and 6 seconds into the game.
I did catch that.
Whitehouse has significantly slowed it way down here.
And thank goodness, because my heart was beating really fast, Chris. And I'm getting too old for my heart to be beating that fast. So, hey, a beautiful night here in Chapel Hill. After rain, there's a little bit of a misty fog. You can kind of see the sunset kind of setting, and beautiful night. Love me some Friday night football. Clock's running. All right, so Grimes back in the backfield here. 3rd down and 6. Big down here. There's the snap. The give to Grimes. He takes it up in the hole. He's not going to break it this time. Gets about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down and 5. There's no doubt Wildcats are going to be going for it here.
Yeah, the Bulldogs kind of, I guess they figured out where the anticipated run hole was, and they shut that down. And didn't leave a lot of room for him to be able to maneuver anywhere else.
All right. Well, tell you what, Brett's working or something. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he hasn't been around. Big play here, 4th down. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's not going to be good. Well, he's set. Okay.
Timeout. Nope.
And they're going to get delay a game after all that.
Interesting. Coach was standing right next to the official and just chose not to call timeout on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, can you not call timeout?
There might be a rule you can't call 2 in a row. That's a college rule. I don't know if that's a high school. We should know, shouldn't we? We're going to do some research this week and find out, but I'm guessing that's what happened. So 4th and 10, that kind of changes it up a bit here.
Offense still on the field.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're down at the 32. Let's kind of see what happens here. So they've got Trips right. Diarra is by himself to the left. They've got 2 defenders over there with him. Gary in motion. There's the fake handoff. He's going deep on the post route. He's got Zion! Touchdown! Wildcats! Zion Alexander, man coverage, beat the safety. Wow.
And that's not something that Chapel Hill saw, because this is a brand new setup for this week. Zion was playing at the running back position prior to tonight, and they made a change and decided to put him at the slot receiver. And, boy, that paid dividends on that one.
That did. Unbelievable, Chris. That was 4th down and 10. What a play call. What a great pass by JoJo and a great route by Zion Alexander. So Tornes now on the extra point attempt. It's up, and it is good. So, Chris, there's your exciting Rockmore Hardware Wildcat touchdown. We will be back right after this commercial. All right, we are back. Thank you again to Rockmore Hardware. They are a huge supporter of Wildcat football and of NETsn. So go by and see Rockmore. Go see them and go buy a Phillips screwdriver or a chainsaw or a jackhammer, something cool, and go fix something or break something and then fix it. You know, Rockmore Hardware has all the tools you need. All right, so here we are now kicking off. Your score 14-7. Wildcats up in the first quarter, 4:22 left. There's the kick out of bounds. So that's
Whitehouse decides they're not going to give Chapel Hill a chance to do what they did on the last kickoff.
Yeah, that's when
and if we're
Brown
only setting
took
the
it around
ball
the
at the
end.
30-yard line, then
yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, they're going to make them re-kick. Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, they want to return, fellas. They don't want that out-of-bounds kick, I'm sure.
Now, as a special teams coach, here is the number one thing.
Okay.
You always want to make the team kick twice because nothing good happens on the second kick.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I like that tidbit.
I don't want to speak bad into existence.
I didn't know you were a special teams
but,
guy, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So what happened on that drive, Phyllis? Every time I walk away, I come back. And
so it's 4th down and 10, Brett, and they threw a post to what used to be their running backs, now playing slot receiver. He was manned up, I think, with the safety.
Some coaching adjustments over the week off, huh?
There was, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't a week off. It was there's a pooch kick. It might bounce. Oh, it's a fumble. It's on the ground, and Wildcats have it. Diarra comes up with it. Well, nothing good happens on a second.
Yeah,
nothing good happened for Chapel Hill.
Yeah. Wow. So that's Wildcat football. That ball went, 25 yards? It had a really rough backspin on it. Goodness.
Yeah, that was I don't know that he was intending to kick it quite that short, but he put about 7,000 RPM of backspin on that thing. That is hard to come down with.
That really is, and so a great job again, Diarra coming up with that big recovery over there. It's almost like
sound better here. Okay, now I can hear myself.
There you are.
Bit.
Hey, Brett.
Okay, I wasn't sure if y'all could hear me.
I'll tell you, you sound way better than you look, sir.
Oh, I thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That's a compliment. All right, here we go. We got double stack this time. There's the handoff to Grimes up the middle. He bangs forward just about a yard on that play.
I guess that's good since we're not on the air as far as our face.
There's a reason the camera's facing that way. That's right. Yeah, we don't. Nobody's claiming we got some faces for the except Chris. Chris is a pretty good looking guy.
Okay then. Whitehouse coach is having fun with the eye candy here, just giving them something different to look at every time while they're running the ball up the middle, trying to get the hard yards coming downhill.
Got trips left. Gary in motion. Stacks behind the tackle. JoJo's going to keep it to the outside. About a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards that time. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7, which I don't think Whitehouse minds 3rd and 7. They got that clock running.
Well, you're in a spot right here, fellas, where it's probably 4-down territory anyway, depending on what happens. Unless they take a big loss.
Yeah. Yeah, I concur with that. And, it's hard to believe. If I'm not mistaken, Chapel Hill only had 3 plays so far in this quarter with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Chapel Hill with a serious amount of size on the defensive line here. A couple substitutions. They anticipate a run. See if Whitehouse is ready to throw the ball again.
Clock's down to 3, 2, 1. There's the snap. JoJo looks, a screen setup. He's going to throw it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Ooh. Almost threw it too high.
Defense had that red right there.
Them Bulldogs had it sniffed out. Absolutely.
That was smart by your quarterback Adams there, just to get rid of it. And live for another day, not force something there, because those screen passes sometimes you can throw it and it can be perfect or it can be disastrous.
Yeah. Well, he almost didn't throw it in the dirt enough and almost threw it in the Bulldogs' hands. He had a chance to catch that. Made me nervous there. So they are going to punt.
Yeah, remember when we met with Coach at the beginning of the year, he said he runs by his gut in terms of the numbers. And after those last two plays, it feels like punting is the right thing to do here.
All right, there it is. A very high, good kick. Fair catch called. Catches it about the 8-yard line. That was number 12, Banks.
Good coverage.
A good catch. We're going to stay right here as we get down to about 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. Chris, I'm looking at these rosters, and it's a little dark out here, man. My eyes, I got old man eyes.
Well,
and
the lights fellas are about, I don't know, 100 feet behind the press box here.
They are.
They're preparing for the new press box being built, and so they're a little far away, and so this press box is getting a big shadow. It's nice when it's hot out here, though.
It is.
But
it is.
Not so much right now when you're trying to see.
That's right. All right, so here comes the Bulldogs out on offense. The handoff this time, tackled, hit. Wow. A big loss, about a 4-yard loss on the play. Hit in the backfield. It looked like he ran into some of his own players after he broke the tackle.
Timothy Ivers was blitzing from the inside there. He timed it up perfectly. Came through and was able to get hands on the running back.
I think G should have pulled that. I think if he went off end, I think it was open. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, if he'd had the opportunity to, and if that was the call, that probably would have been better for them for sure.
So here's the snap. G's keeping it this time around the right side. Breaks a tackle. Drags Wildcat another couple yards over the 11, so gets back a little bit past the original line of scrimmage.
I want to give a shout to Malik. He was our student technology worker this summer.
Okay.
So I got to know him really well. He's a good kid at quarterback.
Oh, okay.
So he worked with us all summer with all the projects we had going on with all our bonds we have over here. So
awesome.
A lot of construction in Chapel Hill going on.
Yes.
3rd and 9 now. Malik rolls out to the left. He's looking for a receiver. He throws. He's got a wide open player on the flag route. That's going to go for 89 yards and a Bulldog touchdown.
Number 7, Elton Calico, exploiting some sort of breakdown there in the backfield.
Yeah, somebody forgot to cover him.
Yeah,
somebody had forgot about him, and G hit him in stride. Didn't have to slow down.
Also, as that play was developing, left tackle was able to get an outstanding block and pin the defensive end into the middle so that there was no pressure whatsoever on the quarterback.
I like the receiver going with him and kind of giving him a little shield there, too, the outside receiver.
Yep.
Kick is up, and it is good.
We've got a fight on our hands, cats and dogs.
Stay with us. 14-14. We'll be back.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right. Well, we are back, and just like that, it seems like every time the Wildcats score, the Bulldogs come right back and score again. So
that's how this game usually is. I mean, we talked about it in our Beast from These show. You know, you can throw out the records, throw out anything that's happened in the year. This is always a classic game. You know, it's two teams that I think some of these kids may not know the rivalry like some of the alum, but I think they're starting to see it as they're playing this game every year now, and it's just it's gonna be a shootout, man. You get in a rivalry game, we talk about it all the time. It's just different.
You never know exactly how it's all going to play out. That's right. So, all right. Well, they've got
the ball is upright on the tee this time.
Okay, ball's upright. No squib. You know, the first time it was slightly positioned differently than this time as well. So let's see. They are kicking it deep. The end zone, Zion Alexander with the catch. He's going to bring it back. Dances around to the 15 to 20. He might have he had a little bit of room, but they close it down quick. And they're going to end up at the 30-yard line once again. So starting positions for the Wildcats have been the, let's see, the 32, the 30, the 30, and then up on the Bulldogs 47. I think they're comfortable with wherever they're starting, but minute 25 left in this quarter.
It's a lot of points so far in just less than a quarter.
There is.
It's a fun game.
It's been exciting.
Who can make the adjustments is what this one's going to come down to.
A lot of ball game left. It's going to be a late night, Chris. I'm good for that. All right, so here we go. Again, doubles, gun formation. JoJo keeps it on the quarterback. He's got a little bit of room. Gets hit after about 5 yards, drags another 2 yards. 7-yard gain, second down and 3 coming up. Man, beautiful night here in Chapel Hill. You got a homecoming crowd over there, people standing on the gates, people sitting in the stands.
Something wrong with JoJo's helmet. He had to come out of the game. So we're going to take a snap here with Austin Holmes at quarterback.
All right, Austin, here we go now. We see Jamaje. Mosley's also checked in. There's the snap that gives to Zamaje. He gets up the middle, breaks the tackle, zips around, dances. That's enough for a first down for the Wildcats. It's nice to be able to bring Zamaje in and give Grimes a little breather.
There's a flag down, looks like, fellas. I think. Is that a flag?
I don't see a flag.
It's hard to see. There's a lot of yellow on the field.
Yeah. I think you're right. They're talking to Coach Westerberg right now. They're trying to decide.
It's kind of behind the Bulldogs' D-line there, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Some Wildcat offensive tackle over there.
Face mask.
Yeah. Personal foul, so they're going to tack it on to the end of the run. That happened on that second drive, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot of yards that Chapel Hill's generously handing out to Whitehouse tonight on defense.
Well, it's homecoming, and homecoming
in the giving mood tonight.
Home giving,
apparently so.
Yeah,
those are ones the coaches don't like to give away.
No, not at all.
No, they don't. All right, so JoJo back in the game. Zamaje back as the running back in the game. Motion by Zion. The fake jet. They give it to Zamaje up the middle. He finds a little bit of room, knocks the helmet off of a player, Bulldog. Man. Gain of about 8 on the play. We saw helmet fly off on impact.
It's getting physical in there.
Baboosh. Babooshka.
Now we're seeing Zamaje run the ball downhill with some serious grit and heart as well. And you got to love 8 yards a pop here. Whitehouse. Again, we saw that motion, that Zion coming across in motion and opening up some sort of a crease in a running lane. For
there's a Lisa Jarrett on the chat here.
Lisa Jarrett?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Mom. Hey, Mom.
Watching the Wildcats play from Florida.
Let's go. Mom is going on a cruise without me tomorrow.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No invite at all. All right, guys, that is the first quarter's in the books. 14-14. We'll be back shortly.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
Woo! We are back. This has been fun, Chris and Brett. What do y'all think?
Good one so far. Back and forth. Hey, I got a score for you, though. Another rivalry game. Van and Lindale tied at 7 in the first quarter.
Van and Lindale tied up. Oh, there's the pitch. to Zion. Gets banged around. Big hit. Goes down, but not before he gets a Wildcat first down. Wildcats going to hurry up here. Let's see what happens. There's the snap. The give to Zamaje. Running around the side, trying to get outside, is not going to make it. And I know what Chris is about to say.
Not 2 plays in a row. Definitely not going to get that 2 plays in a row for sure.
Yeah, they just stretched it out. Chapel Hill got outside and they stretched him outside there. That's one you gotta pick a time and cut it and go north south there.
Gotta punch it. Gotta punch it. Absolutely. All right, so 2nd down and 10 now.
Mr. Grimes in the backfield.
And thank you, Mom, for the shout out. I love you. And TJ, if you're listening, yes, I was surprised by that pass. All right, snap is back. The fake give. JoJo tries to get room. Nothing doing at all. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Not much there, Chris. That was all clogged up.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, they've had some wrinkles early. Schemed up some things to open things up. Feels almost like a little bit of a more basic, and it's just not there at this time.
All right, so we got no backs. We've got 4 wideouts and a tight end in the game. Doubles on each side. Snap is back. JoJo sprints out to the right. He's looking. He has the out. Complete to Gardner, I believe. That is complete. I think that's going to be a couple yards short of the first down.
Yeah, but it's close enough now. They got.
Yeah, that's 4th and 1. Grimes coming back in.
If they've got the discipline, this is where you go on 2 or 3 straight downhill.
See if you can get him to jump.
See if you can get him to jump.
They got a tush push in their playbook, folks?
Oh, a tush push. I don't think so.
I saw one last night at the game we were at last night.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know that they get under center. 8 seconds left. Whitehouse is going to call a timeout here. And we're going to take a quick timeout also. We'll be right back.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right. So interesting, 4th down here. Wildcats call a timeout, and Chapel Hill's band chants they need water.
They're having fun.
I haven't heard that. That was good.
I was wondering what they were saying.
They need water. I mean, that's why they called the timeout.
Well, okay.
I love it. Shout out to Chapel Hill's band. They're rocking it over there tonight. They're having a lot of fun, and I miss those days. So, all right, here we go. 4th down and short. What do you think, Chris? Grimes out. They've got an extra tackle in to the right side.
Quarterback draw.
JoJo goes to the right, keeping it, drags, but he's going to come up just short, I believe.
Yeah, I don't like that call, guys, just because I think that you give away. I think it was pretty obvious it was quarterback draw. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah,
well, it was a power. Yeah,
they haven't done anything but run the ball in the empty backfield.
And you didn't have anybody else that was an option there.
Yeah.
Well, they put in an extra lineman over there, and we're hoping to gather about 2 yards. So
I mean, they get paid the big bucks. I would like a little bit of something to kind of give Chapel Hill something to think about.
All right, so here comes the Wildcat defense now, Chapel Hill's offense. Chapel Hill, I think, has had 2 3-play drives, both ending in touchdowns tonight. Let's see what they do this time. G looks like he's calling an audible of some sort, making sure everyone knows what they're doing. Here comes the blitz by the Wildcats. Wrong side. G carries it out of bounds. In about 3 yards, there's going to be a late flag.
Yeah,
someone hit someone late.
A little extracurricular there. I like that Whitehouse is sending them. It's making Chapel Hill make a choice.
Yeah, they've timed it up really well. That's twice.
Yeah.
Just so happened that they were running the ball the other direction that time.
Well, they had a middle linebacker showing blitz, and then the safety came down and the backer backed off. I mean, simultaneously. So that's going to be, against the Bulldogs, personal foul.
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, they're just giving away yards. I mean, that's discipline right there. And
yeah, I saw there was some skedaddle out of bounds over here, and I didn't know who was part of it, but now we know.
Yeah, because that was a nice first down play for Chapel Hill, and it basically as he races it and goes backwards.
Well, and it should be second down because that was after the play. Am I correct on that?
May have happened during. We'll see.
It must have been.
Yeah, they're going to put a second down. I think they're trying to change that. I think that's the thing. It was a late hit out of bounds. Let's see.
Well, while they're doing that, it's pretty clear that Coach Wade, defensive coordinator at Whitehouse, has become very confident with his linebackers because they're doing a lot of moving. That was a switch blitz there where inside linebackers switched who was coming.
Have they been doing that the first 2 weeks? I don't remember seeing a whole lot.
Not this much.
Okay.
But it's very effective.
Yeah.
G back. He's looking to pass. Got some pressure. He's throwing it deep down the middle. What? Oh, incomplete.
Man.
I thought that was going to be an interception.
That was Blaylock. He almost timed that perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah, Caden McGill was back there with a chance to make a play on that one. And I think
a sophomore back there. I thought he was going to intercept it, but it got over his head.
Yeah, that was
You had 2 or 3 guys on both teams kind of had a shot at that one.
Yeah.
So, guys, they did change it to second. So this is 3rd down and 25 right here for the Bulldog. What are they gonna dial up here, Brett? Maybe a little screen pass, or
possibly, or they may try to run some deep crossing routes here.
Yep, a little bubble screen out to the left.
All kinds of.
Oh, but yeah,
tackle broken.
They're all over that.
Some good Wildcat teamwork over there, working together.
Yeah, I like that play call by Whitehouse. They did a good job of. I mean, they thought like we did, or you guys did, the screen, and they had all shifted over here, and there was no chance that was going to go anywhere.
That was an awesome job there. Defensive end Taylor Ray was being enveloped a bit by the left tackle, got off of that block and was able to make a play on the ball.
The pressure, I mean, we've talked about it several times, but the pressure, I think, has really been effective, guys. I mean, they're forcing G to make a decision back there, whether it's the read option play or make a decision of what receiver he wants to go quickly. He's not giving him a lot of time.
Yeah.
Little motion here. Bulldogs looking to punt. Oh, Xavier almost gets there with the block. Get out of the way. Ball's bouncing. Whoa. Okay. Well, pretty good punt. It wasn't blocked. Got it back out to the 46-yard line. So now Wildcats will start at the Bulldogs' 46-yard line here. Their best starting field position of the game so far.
JoJo came up a little ginger on that run on 4th down last time, but he is back out there looking none worse for the wear. And I imagine the coaches are going to let Grimes maybe do a bit of that heavy carry.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing about running your quarterback a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you take the risk of getting him hurt.
Ginger is one way to put it. I think his buddies all picked him up off the field, but he's back now.
No way he's coming out of this game right now.
Oh, here's a pass. Oh, little out. I think that's complete over there to Diarra.
Nice.
Good pass, good catch. And yeah, JoJo he's gimping around a little bit. He's not comfortable, Chris. He's stretching out a little bit and trying to figure it out.
This is one of those games if you have to physically not be able to get on that field, you're not coming out of this one right now.
That's right. Yeah. And if you know JoJo or you've seen him play, you know he is an ultimate competitor. And, you're not going to get him off. All right, so 2nd down and 6 or 7. Gary comes in motion. The give to Grimes, waiting for a hole, slips and falls. I don't know that there's a whole lot there anyways.
The turf monster.
That's a turf monster.
Got him there. Right, that blue must have been slippery.
Hey, we had the cramp monster last week.
Oh, a lot of cramps?
It was invisible monster. They were cramping up everywhere. Yeah, it was crazy. No cramps yet tonight. We're still early in the 2nd quarter, though. All right, so 3rd and long now for Whitehouse. I don't think this is 4-down territory unless they could pick up 4 or 5 yards. Snap is back. The fake to Grimes. He's under pressure. JoJo can't get away.
Ooh.
Taken down for a loss.
Well, and that's not what you want if he's feeling ginger there.
That was number 62, Isaiah Collins, on the sack, and a couple other Bulldogs around. But, yeah, that's definitely going to bring out the punt team.
Yeah, Chapel Hill brought some serious pressure on that one.
Collins is a power lifter. He's one of the strongest guys in the program.
Really?
So, yeah. I think he qualified for state last year in powerlifting. So he's a strong kid.
Okay.
And that's not who I would want to tackle me.
No.
Guys, I think I would be timeout. I don't want to get tackled here. I don't think that works, though, out here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's high snap. Goes up and gets it. Another nice punt, end over end. Bounces, takes a Wildcat bounce.
Wow, great punt.
Down there, down to the 4 to the 3-yard line. Boy, you see how he put that front spin on there, Chris? That was fantastic.
That's like your drive. That's what you want on your drive in the golf. You want that forward roll.
Yeah, we were going to take a break, but you know what? We're going to hold off. We're going to hold off because it looks like the Bulldogs are coming out pretty quick here.
Austin Holmes to be commended on that one, handling the bad snap, getting the punt off.
Well,
I remember the very first time I punted, lined up back there, the ball bounced to me, and your life, everything just sinks and goes into super slow motion.
We gave the punter last night. Now, he was a receiver, too, for West Rusk. We gave him the player of the game just for possibly because of the punts, too. He pinned the other team deep a few times. And
can be a weapon.
Oh, the blitz. They got him this time.
Oh,
whistles blowing. Yeah, we came. So they're stretching out their cadence that time to get us to jump off sides with that blitz. It was the same blitz again.
And that's smart. This time outside linebacker Caleb Russell was coming. He just didn't time it up as well as the inside guys did earlier.
That's a great time to do that if you're Chapel Hill because it kind of helps you get a little bit of relief.
Yeah.
Kind of that wide end zone is very close on that behind the quarterback, G.
All right, so 1st and 5 this time. The snap is back. G throws it out quick. Got blockers in front of him. Dancing around. Some good moves. Oh, he's not going down.
Jeez.
Takes it all the way out to the 24, 25-yard line.
It's a great
It's number 3, Malik Brown.
Oh, that was Malik Brown again.
I think you're going to start seeing that, guys. If Whitehouse is going to continue to send guys on blitzes, that quick little screen or quick receiver pass to kind of maybe relieve that a little bit.
Yeah, those blockers were doing work out there.
Uh-oh. Whoa, he took his helmet off.
He got an equipment malfunction, I think.
Yeah, his helmet's broken.
Yeah, his helmet's broke. They probably should have called a timeout, but they didn't. There he goes around the side. He's got a lot of room. Big gain of about 15 yards on the play. Chris, I didn't see who that. That was Darden that time. Got a mouthpiece just flew up in front of us.
Yeah, they're getting it off the field. That was one.
Hurry up offense this time by Chapel Hill. Whitehouse, no. Yeah, Whitehouse is calling a timeout. Okay. Stick with us. 14-14 tied up. We'll be back shortly.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right. So I believe that's all 3 timeouts that the Wildcats have for this half. At least we didn't leave any. At least they didn't leave any out there going into halftime. You know.
Yeah, that was just some. I think they needed to get an emergency substitution because of a broken helmet onto the field, and things weren't smooth. We'll just say.
Yeah, just kind of they weren't. It was a good timeout, I think. They get them settled down. You can't take those with you next half. So.
You got quads here.
Uh-oh. Board malfunction that time. All right, so G's throwing it out to the right again, almost intercepted that time.
Great defense.
Chris Stearns, outside linebacker, said if you're going to throw that quick pass, I'm going to take it.
That was kind of like you remember Nick Benito last year catching that pick six against the Colts, but they threw that back across the field. But I thought Stearns was going to take that and run it into the other end zone that time. So
I think that's film session, guys. That's something they probably saw on film, and he was able to jump that play.
Yep.
Chapel Hill didn't get the block they were supposed to there.
With the four receivers on one side.
Yeah, great job.
All right, so the snap is over his head. G's going back. He picks it up. He's probably going to try to throw it away. He's trying to make a play.
Oh, that's going to be a flag down
there. There was all kinds of contact that time.
That should not be a flag.
I don't see a flag.
That should not be a flag. You don't bail out a team.
Okay, I got you,
by
Chris.
throwing a flag like that when it's no,
I disagree
no, sir.
on that one. He was tackling him on
no, sir.
Well, okay, so technically Brett is right. Chris, you're right on the other spectrum. It was a bad play, but G made a great pass out there and got the ball in the area he needed to. Had one-on-one coverage over there.
Yeah,
and
we don't want officials bailing out a bad play.
Well, that might be the only reason it wasn't called. Here's a snap on third down. Oh, give the end around. Number 2, Blight. There he goes. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle. He stays on his feet. Spins all the way down to the 25-yard line.
DeMarcian Blaylock.
Goodness gracious.
Can we say perfect play call, guys? I mean,
yes.
That was absolutely perfect right there. Whitehouse was sold on that initial handoff and that end around.
Little end around, reverse, whatever that was. So it's first down and 10 now. Bulldogs moving quick. Snap back to G, the give. Finds all kinds of room. Big hole up the middle. No one's even there. Gets pushed out of bounds, but not before a Bulldog touchdown.
We got a late flag, fellas.
Yeah.
Lemuel Stinson, but let's see if maybe there's a holding call.
Well, an offensive lineman for Chapel Hill had put one of Whitehouse linebackers on the ground and was on top of him making some movements.
Yeah. Really?
That the official didn't think was appropriate.
Yeah. Was he like moving his hand to shake his hand?
No, it wasn't that kind
of.
Okay.
No, it was not. It was
some other movements.
It was a good pancake block and then some extra that wasn't necessary.
Yes, some unnecessary extra.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right.
I think it was after the touchdown, though, I thought.
Well, he's got his choice. Yeah, dead ball, so it's going to be after.
That's why it was unnecessary. The play was over. Just get up and you did your job. I don't know.
So are they going to take the penalty on the kickoff, 15 yards on the kickoff instead of right here?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't know how good.
Special teams, Chris, would you agree with me there?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now the kick by Sandoval, the attempt. Snap is back. It's good. The kick is up right down the middle. Bulldogs have their first lead of the night, 21-14. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Seven seconds till halftime for your Jamie Whitley halftime show. Get to see the band out there. Get to see the First Ladies, directed by his amazing wife, Nikki Whitley. So we've got a kickoff 15 yards back from the penalty. The ball's set up sideways. Looks like they're going to try to pooch squib it. He sets it straight up, so they're probably going to kick it deep. This is kind of dangerous, Chris, here. If you kick this deep 15 yards back, you might outkick your coverage if you're not careful.
Yeah, Zion had a good return last time.
Oh, there's a squib.
Oh, I kind of like that, actually. That's not bad. That's not terrible, actually, guys.
Yep. Uh-oh. Yep. That's going to be a problem.
Hey, if there's speaking of this, guys, if we've got a sponsor out there, a laundry business, an eye exam place,
taco shop,
anything for the flags on the field, you know.
Oh, yeah.
A laundry.
I got you.
A laundromat sponsor.
A laundromat. And that's another Whitehouse laundry flag.
I mean, sure.
Okay, maybe so.
I
can see that. Well, this is all the personal fouls that the Bulldogs have accumulated. Whitehouse is getting their first one right now.
Yeah, it was a great block. It was just after the runner was on the ground.
Great block. Whistle had blown.
Well, and that kind of counters the penalty that Chapel Hill got now, so it's kind of even it out here on this kickoff.
Except it might be worse because that's this is the Wildcats' worst starting position of the game, 22-yard line.
And it hurts because Whitehouse was set up for great field position here, and now they're back, close to the 20 here. We'll see if they can move it better this possession here. I want to see what they do here. I'd like to give it to the tailback here. He had a couple of nice carries on a couple of drives ago.
Samaje Mosley's in. The fake to him. JoJo gets to the outside. He's throwing the pass down. Pass to Zion Alexander's incomplete. It's a tough pass, sprinting out to your left and trying to hit that out.
Yeah, Caden Franklin there, number 90 for Chapel Hill, did not bite on the fake and put pressure on the rollout the entire way. It's a good job by Chapel Hill on defense.
And it's always tough. You mentioned it going that opposite direction. I mean, we're not all Patrick Mahomes. Shout out to Patrick if he's watching. But we're not all can throw like that. And it's tough. It's a tough throw. He might be watching.
You think Patrick's watching?
He might be.
You know what he's watching? Zion around the end there. It's like no gain on the play. Good tough run, but not a whole lot from it.
He's not playing tonight, right?
Patrick Mahomes is probably sitting at the house watching Denver Bronco tape because he's so worried
here we go.
about that Christmas game they have.
How did I know it was going to get back to Denver?
I'm just telling you what's going on. Patrick's, great guy, great leader on the field.
All right, that
good
play
father.
set up nicely.
Thank you, Chris.
Zion stuck his head in there, but then he pulled his head back out and tried to go around the outside, and that's just not going to work. Not going to work against quality defense.
3rd and long. Our Mr. Martin motivation or momentum not here. The fake flip. There's a screen play out to Samaje. He's got a blocker, but they can't quite get there.
He's close.
Man, he had 2 blockers.
He was moving way faster than they were and didn't really probably see them enough to be able to cut back behind them.
Yeah. Yeah, if he would have had a little patience there, he might have gone a long way.
Yeah.
But, all right. Brings up 4th and 3.
I like the play call, though. He had a chance there. It was close.
Oh, yeah. It was a great call.
And if you're any other part of the field, maybe you go for it, but you can't go for it here. It's too far.
Whitehouse has had success tonight with crossing motion where it looks like they're coming this way and then the handoff goes back the other way. And that's what we got there, crossing motion going to the left and then the –
oh, goodness. Austin Holmes with a booming punt up. Takes a Wildcat bounce.
Great punt.
Goodness, that's called flipping the field. And on that, we're going to flip this time out, and we'll be right back after a commercial.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, thank you to CDL Training. Hey, look, driving a truck would be an awesome job. If you're stressed out at yours, just go drive a truck. Uh-oh. Got a flag. There was some movement.
There's movement by the defense, and it may have caused an offensive lineman to move.
I think they might have thought maybe there was some contact.
Yeah. Did he come across?
He came across, but then he went back.
Okay.
I think they're just going to
pick up the flag.
If he was across.
He didn't touch him. He didn't touch him.
Yeah.
Yep, they're going to pick up the flag.
Do-over.
No touch.
My bad. My bad, guys. All right.
We're doing a replay then. Okay. I
love it. All right, here's the handoff this time up the middle. Oh, big hit that time.
Man.
Who was that, Chris?
Number 10, that's Stearns, I believe.
No, that was Ivers. Timothy Ivers.
That was 26, wasn't it?
Ivers,
Stearns is 17. 26 helped clean up. Ivers made a big hit initially.
Okay.
And then, 26 helped clean it up.
Because he was the one that was out with a helmet problem, and so he's back out there now, so that's probably that'll help Whitehouse here on this drive.
2nd down and 5. G rolling to the right, has a blocker, finds his crossing route, is open. Blaylock can't hold on to it, though. Boy, he had some room to dance.
Yeah, he found the seam there in between the linebackers and the safeties on the crossing route.
He's a great receiver, but that would have been a tough catch. I mean, it was it was ahead of him. That he got one hand on it, and You know, I expect to see those caught nowadays with those gloves and everybody's making those one-handed catches, but he almost had it, just couldn't quite hang on to it.
That's right. So 3rd down and 5 now. Comes some pressure from the right side. The pass out, screen pass. He's got room for the first down over the 40 to the 45. Taken down about the 48-yard line. There's some laundry coming in late.
Man.
Not sure what happened there. Boy, these flags are...
So the referees are going to have to ice after the game their arms for throwing so many flags, guys.
To the eye, grab an ice pack at halftime and maybe, let's see, what do we... Guessing it's some sort of a hold?
Face
mask on Whitehouse.
Oh.
Boy, we're not going for the small stuff tonight. It's all
15-yarders.
15.
If you jump across the line, don't worry about that.
I wish we had a count on the penalty yardage. I'm not sure. We probably need a calculator, Chris. What do you think?
Well,
yeah, for sure.
I know Whitehouse has had 2 15-yarders, and Bulldogs have had at least 3, if not 4. So, snap is low. G picks it up. He gets hit. Oh, he tosses it up. I think they're going to call him down.
Let's see.
That was a strange play. That just never developed. Referee is going to call him down, maybe?
And again, that's the right call. You're not going to bail out another bad situation by allowing that to be an incomplete pass.
I will say it was a good effort. I mean, he switched hands and tried to shovel it over.
That's dangerous, though, Brett. I mean,
is.
you toss that up and someone catches that, that's 6 the other way.
I mean, you have to be confident that your guy's over there to catch it, I guess.
That's true. All right, so 2nd down and 18 now, getting moved back. The quick pass out. Wide open. Quick out pass. Wrestled down over there. A gain of about 12 on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Well.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a strange play also. It seemed like the secondary was all playing back. And it was almost like the defensive line were all waiting for a screen, and it
felt like a screen, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, so the snap, the handoff. This time he's hit in the backfield by Xavier, but he doesn't go down. He breaks it to the outside, and he still gets hit.
Wow.
That's just going to be short of the first down. What an effort.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's all effort right there. I mean, he could have just went down and did not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dandon, I tell you what, that was impressive. Boys, was that Xavier Pitts that time?
No, that's
I'm sorry, Kadavian Pickens.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he got there beautifully, just didn't wrap up and bring him down.
All right, 4th and short. Here comes the quarterback. Sneak! The ball's over the head. What a play. And speaking of Kadavian Pickens, he picks it up.
For it.
Wow.
There you go.
Back at the 50, so that's unfortunate. A couple bad snaps for the Bulldogs. Ends that drive. Woo.
Man, that was a Wildcat formation, guys. And they had did you see that was big number 90 was back at fullback?
There was no doubt that ball was going to go behind 90, and they were probably going to pick up the yard, but it didn't happen. Wow, a bad snap again.
Man, that's a tough time to do that, too.
And, I know you can't just change midway, but I really wish there was a way to get up under center for plays like that.
I know.
Snapping that ball back 5-6 yards and giving the opportunity for a bad snap.
You just got to work on it in practice. Just give it a few minutes per practice, work on that kind of stuff just for those situational things. Yep. You give up 5-7 yards by snapping it back to the quarterback.
1st and 10. Here comes Willingham. Motion, the fake handoff to Grimes. JoJo's going deep. Not deep enough. Kind of trying to come back to that post again.
Yeah,
much better coverage this
Chapel
time.
Hill was ready for Zion running the post that time. He was double covered down the field.
Collins was putting huge pressure back there on him too. He's
firing in, huh?
Yeah.
Looks like they had almost a max protect kind of scheme there where he really didn't have options running down the field minus Zion. And Bulldogs just did a good job of making sure it was covered.
All right, 2nd down 10, trips bunch to the right. JoJo runs that way. Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Lit up by Castaneda that time. Wow.
Chris, I feel like you were my echo there. We were on the same cue there.
Ouchie, wah-wah. So, yeah, that was
man, man.
Man, I thought he had some space there, but Castaneda, great job sneaking through there. So 3rd down and 10.
That was like an ugly car wreck.
Yeah, there was
nobody wins, right?
There's going to be a bad film watching moment when it comes to that play, because there was a lead blocker out front who just kind of threw a chicken wing to the side and did not get anything on it, and that's the guy that made the big hit.
All right, 3rd and 10 now. JoJo rolls to the right. Flag route, keeps it, gets hit again by Castaneda. Not quite as hard this time, but it's just going to be about a yard gain on the play. That's going to bring up 4th and long, and I'm guessing we're about to see Austin Holmes a whistle.
Yeah, Chapel Hill's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, Chapel Hill's going to save some time. 2:36 left. We will be back for the 4th down in just a moment. Well, here we are back at Bulldog Stadium. A good game tonight. Chapel Hill Bulldogs up 21 over the Whitehouse Wildcats 14.
You know what I'm ready for?
What are you ready for?
The Jamie Whitley halftime show.
Oh, we got the Jamie Whitley halftime show.
It's 2 minutes and 36 seconds away, guys.
I'm pretty pumped. The Whitley halftime show is going to happen here shortly. I'm kind of excited about this punt. Austin Holmes has put together some amazing punts tonight.
He's been excellent tonight.
Let's see what he does this time. Maybe a little fake? Nope. Oh, it's a backspin. That's not going to take the bounce they want this time.
Did we announce or jinx him? Do we announce?
Yeah, that's my fault.
I think we did.
That's my bad, guys.
When he let go of the ball there, the backside of the ball tipped down. And, you want that thing as flat as possible.
That's a pitching wedge right there he hit.
Stick to the Whitley halftime show, not the Austin Holmes punt show. I got it. Hey, I'm still pumped about it. I'm still excited. The Broncos drafted him a punter out of Australia this year, Jeremy Crawshaw.
I believe more than half the punters in the NFL are from New Zealand, Australia.
Yeah, that's a big deal going on.
They probably decide they want to make some money and go punt.
Hey, if someone could get us a Texas Rangers update, that would be great on the chat line. There's a throw out. Yeah, Whitehouse is coming up quick. They need to be careful because they might there's another flag down over there.
A little fighting on the side.
Well, they were holding on to each other and didn't let go. I'm not sure who they're going to call it on.
Were they dancing?
No, they were just holding each other, and one guy was trying to get away, another guy was holding. But anyways, all that to say, do we have a Rangers update? Playing at New York tonight, the Mets.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness number 3.
Offsetting. There we go.
Is it offsetting?
Yeah. Called it on both.
Okay. Well, like I said, they were holding each other, and
it was a great job by Caden McGill there. We talked about him.
It wasn't a love song they were singing, guys.
Yeah.
It
wasn't a love song.
Caden McGill there, great job attacking that short pass.
I don't mind a little bit of that, guys, though. I mean, it shows some heart and fire, and this is a big game.
Okay, here's the blitz. A little late. G takes it around. He's got some room. Kind of thump. Stays up over the 45. First down yardage that time.
As long as it's not excessive, I like the fire, like in this game. Like this is a big game.
It is. I do think that just put us over 8 personal fouls, counting those two.
Whitehouse here got to wrap up and bring down the ball carrier.
He's got room on the outside. Oh, bad angle that time. Taking it down to the 20, the 15, the 10. Almost stays in. No flags this time. First and goal, Bulldogs.
Yeah,
we got a timeout.
Yeah, once he got to that sideline and Whitehouse didn't catch him on that angle, that's a tough sled in there.
Yeah, this defense they're hurting right now. You can see it.
Did Chapel Hill just call a timeout?
No, it's a 2-minute timeout.
Oh, it is a 2-minute timeout.
Yep.
Well, we're going to stay right here. Is anyone giving us a Rangers score?
Texas Rangers are winning 8-3. Stephen Brody gave us
Ooh,
the score.
Stephen Brody! Texas Rangers 8-3.
So I'm having.
Let's go.
I thought, are we out of the playoffs already?
No, the Rangers have been winning like crazy. I'm not watching. I'm not even looking at scores because I'm a Rangers jinx.
I'm not watching either, so maybe it's a good thing.
They just swept the Milwaukee Brewers, who have the best record in baseball.
Do we
I
have
think.
any pitchers left? I thought our pitchers.
We don't need pitchers. That's not a thing anymore.
So we're now hitting.
And we don't have any hitters either. Seager, Simeon, Garcia, they're all out right now. I might sound like an idiot. I don't know anything because I hadn't been watching.
If we don't have any pitching and we can't hit, how are we winning?
Yes. It's the same way the Astros went on their long run, or in the middle of the season, all their starters went out and they were hot. So
so what you're saying is they're cheating.
Oh.
Is that what you meant?
Oh, shots fired at Astros fans. No, not like that.
Oh,
Chris.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I appreciate the reference there.
Ouch.
All right. Well, we got some music playing.
I hope Brandon Ogden's not listening. He's an avid Astros fan.
That's okay. He knows they're cheaters too.
I literally don't even pay attention to baseball. I just saw that big controversy a couple years ago.
So first, it's not first and goal. Pass out to side. He takes an outside, dives over the top. It looks like he is going to be in for the touchdown.
Wow.
Bulldogs, that's Calico.
What an effort.
Wow.
Just leaped over.
He tried to Saquon that in the corner over there. It looks like he – go ahead, Chris.
Earlier we saw when Chapel Hill's throwing those outside passes, Whitehouse is attacking those passes. That time you saw very slow to respond. I think this defense is just gassed, absolutely gassed right now.
Well, a minute and 50 seconds on the clock. Extra point set, almost blocked. It is no good this time. Went off to the side. So 27-14 is your score. We will be back in just a minute.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right. Yeah, they're only 2 games back, Brett. We're done talking about the Rangers after this, but I think Seattle and Houston are tied for the lead, and Rangers are 2 games back. So they've got.
I'm going to continue to ignore them, so maybe they keep winning.
Yeah, I am too. I hear about scores. You know, my buddies will text me and get excited, and Jaron Peoples is a big Rangers fan, but I don't watch because I am a jinx. All right, here we go. Kickoff from the 40. Another squib.
Ooh.
Great catch. Drop down at the 4. So that's good field position.
Not sure on that. I don't know why they would have squibbed that.
Well, they've kind of been doing that, and they're trying to come up with it. Not paying attention. The ball bouncing off one of these guys.
To me, with 1:49 left, and I don't know if Chris may agree or not. I'm kicking that deep. Like, why would you give Whitehouse a free spot at almost midfield here and just boot it away?
Well, don't forget when they kicked it deep, Zion had a really good return that one time. So I feel like they're just trying to keep Whitehouse on their toes, not knowing what they're going to do on the kickoff.
He still would have to run it back. You just gave them a.
That's true.
Yeah, but they're trying to get the ball, Brett. They want another touchdown.
Maybe so.
I mean, they want to do this. JoJo sprints out to the left. He's looking, throws it away. Smart play by JoJo. Nothing there.
Into the tuba section over there.
Hits the tubas. Do we have a tuba player catch it over there?
That would have been cool if he caught it inside the tuba.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh, that would have been sweet. And then he blew his horn and it flew right back at him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, uh-oh.
I think Whitehouse wants to do that rollout pass. They just end up on this hash every time.
Zion Alexander's shoe is untied right now. I'm a little bit worried about that. He knows it's untied. Okay. It goes back to pass. Here comes the blitz. JoJo's got some room to run over the 50. Oh, and takes a slide at the 45. They're going to mark it back at the 47. Short. Nope, they gave him enough for a first down. Hurry up. Hurry up offense. Yeah, they all thought it was way up there.
Well, the chains are confused. They're going to have to let them get set here. Hold on. The chains are all off.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They were trying to hurry up, and that didn't work. Let's hear what he says.
Did he get the first down for sure?
Well, they moved the chains.
They've already moved the chains.
We got to figure out where the chains were before they moved them, I think. Because I think he slid before the chains because when he gives himself up, right?
All right, so they went to New York. New York confirmed that it was not a first down.
Okay.
But I think they're going to move the chains back. That was odd. He slid at the 45, and they put him back at the 47. So
I like what Adams did there, though. He had Castaneda coming up the middle hard at him, and he kind of just sidestepped him.
Yeah.
And then he was able, once Castaneda, he's been kind of the spy on the quarterback tonight. And so once he let him come by, he was able to break free and get that big yards there.
So we're confused. The clock's running. It's first down and negative something.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. We don't have anything set over here, and they're running the clock.
Coach Westberg losing his mind here.
Absolutely, he is.
Oh, he caught it. Wow, great catch.
So that's going to bring up fourth down, right?
They're saying incomplete.
Oh, incomplete. Okay.
Yeah.
That actually is probably better.
So
the clock.
The ball is now back. Well, there you go. Now it's up there. They've got the down marker at the wrong spot. But that's okay.
So is it third down? We got fourth.
Guys, we're just trying to interpret here. We got this. We're doing well.
I'm confused, guys. I don't know.
It's something. They're running the clock. Nothing was set.
So now they're saying it's fourth down and 1.
Yeah, I think that's right because that was a second down play that JoJo slid on.
Okay.
And so that was a third down play that was just incomplete. Now it's fourth down and short.
It's been weird since the weird spot. That's kind of threw everything off here.
Yeah, the officials moved way too quickly to try to rectify that instead of meeting and getting it figured out.
Yeah. And saying, are we sure he did not get – and here comes a flag. It looks like he has yardage for a first down. No flag that time. He gets out of bounds. So first down and 10 Wildcats. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good run by Adams there. He's done a really good job of getting outside and using his legs.
See if they give him a chance to do the half roll to his natural throwing side this time.
Yeah. Well, it is the bigger side of the field here. He's going to roll this way, I would think.
They've got safety over DR on the other side, so they're not going to let them have a one-on-one. Sprint out to the right side this time. JoJo looks. He's throwing it deep. He's got Christian Gary. Gary with the catch down to the 12-yard line. Dragging players forward. Clock is going to stop for a first down so they can get the chains down there.
Christian Long made a play there. He just came back and said, I'm going to take that.
The ball was set back at the 14. I believe he made it to the 10. I must have seen something a little bit different there. They spiked the ball with 45 seconds left, but it's not a timeout.
Yeah, Chapel Hill took a timeout.
Okay, Chapel Hill timeout. I've got you.
This is about the wildest sequence here for the last 2 minutes that I've seen in a while.
I thought I saw.
It's high school football at its best, guys. I love it.
Yeah, Christian Gary, great play. Moving to the ball on that, adjusting to it and then catching it and making the catch.
Well, and
guys,
the Chapel Hill safety tried to cut the angle and pick the ball off and missed it completely, which left him open to gain a couple of extra yards.
Yeah, he had him beautifully open on the sideline in between the deep coverage, the safety, and the shallow cover 2 corner. And he put way too much under that ball.
It was close to being
Gave the safety a chance to make a play on it.
I was wondering if we were going to have a big collision right there for the ball.
Yeah, great job by Christian to come back and
guys,
catch that ball.
I'm going to say something to my future self. So future Josh, while you're laying in bed tonight at 12:30 and you're watching this game, go back and watch where Christian Gary made it to. I think he made it to the 10-yard line. Now that you've watched, Josh, either you're crazy or you're not. Here we go. First down and 10 from the 14.
Yeah, first.
Snap back. He's looking. JoJo's got a couple players, throws it away. Gets the ball out of bounds, gets out of the pocket.
That's a smart play by
Heads up play, not taking a sack. Sack would have been horrible there.
Yeah, I think there could have been much worse besides the turnover.
Clock would have been running. So that's.
They ran a kind of an X combination on the backside. Yeah, the running back or inside receiver ran the wheel. And it looked like he had space to the outside, but JoJo didn't feel comfortable throwing that.
No.
Hey, I'd rather him just throw it away. You know, you don't want to force anything up. You got a great opportunity to at least get points here, even if it's a field goal and you have to kick one in a minute.
He's got DR over there, man. The safety's going to cheat.
Corner's got way inside coverage.
We're not looking. JoJo finds some room up the middle, all the way down to the 7-yard line, it looks like.
Uh-oh.
Little pushing after the play, no flags. Clock is running down to the 27, 3rd down and 5. Ball is snapped.
Oh, they're still
They did not get set, I don't think. That's going to be a 10-second runoff as well as.
Yeah, that's a tough penalty right there.
Well, that referee was a bit gleeful calling that one.
That's the one thing about running the ball there, getting tackled down and not having that clock stop.
Yeah.
It was a gleeful flag, Chris?
He was looking a little gleeful there, yeah.
He's excited. He's got the right call. Snap infraction. They're going to 10-second runoff. And then the clock will run on his signal. All right, so now you've got 3rd. You either want to throw it away.
He's got to pick up his flag over there.
Yeah, we've got some time here.
There you go.
So here, you've got to get the 1st down or the clock's going to run out.
Going to put the ball in the end zone here.
There's the 13
run that
seconds.
Fade. Run it.
Throw it up to him. There's Diarra. The pass. Almost. That's that safety.
Oh, dude, that was 6 points the other way.
We knew that safety was sitting around over there and just waiting for that. They were baiting him.
Oh, my goodness.
So here comes the field goal. Okay. Wow.
That was 6 points the other way, too, because there was nobody
over
there. I mean,
he would have been dancing right about now in the end zone.
Oh, man.
We've seen that, Chris. We keep talking about that safety over Diarra. They're not giving him that one-on-one over there. So, man. Okay.
Well, he threw that very flat. That needed to be in the back corner of the end zone.
Kick is up, and it is good. So that brings the score 27-17. Bulldogs up. We will be right back going to commercial. Get ready. Whitley halftime show coming up soon.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Oh, this is a fun game, guys.
Intensity.
Oh, look, we got.
Wait, what do we got?
We got some. See, Troy Everling says, "Let me just say the announcers are fantabulous, brilliant."
Troy Everling.
Yeah.
Is this the Troy Everling from San Antonio? Do y'all know who Troy Everling is?
I don't.
That might be.
He said, "I don't watch sports, but the passion and enthusiasm has fascinated me."
That can't be the Troy Everling from San Antonio. If it is, let me know. Troy Everling went to Clark High School. If it's the same one.
He said yes.
This is the Troy Everling? This guy. Perfect timing.
That's
well,
flag. You got to let the guy catch it. You can't.
That was a bang to me, Brett.
No, you have to let the receiver catch it. Come on, Josh. Come on.
Hey, that was the ball bang.
And that's
bang
right.
Ball.
The game should be about safety with things like that, absolutely.
Troy Everling ran for 2,100 yards at Clark High School in 1994. Look it up. One of the best running backs ever to go through San Antonio. He and Gerard Douglas.
He said the one and only, so yes, you are.
I don't think it's him. Someone's spamming him. It can't be the Troy Everling. Personal foul.
Go big or go home with the penalties.
Was that an 8-second play?
So it actually, I don't think any time should run. I mean,
well, the ball,
because it doesn't run until the ball's touched.
They might reset the clock.
As soon as it was touched, he got hit. I think they're going to probably add at least 2 or 3 seconds back on the clock. We'll see.
You only need one for the Hail Mary.
It is true.
From what we've seen tonight, I don't think Whitehouse is going to let Chapel Hill have the time to be able to throw a traditional Hail Mary.
Keith said y'all are awesome. Shout out to Keith.
Keith Whitman will be at the Whitehouse game. I will. I hate to brag, but I'll be in Hawaii in 2 weeks.
I don't feel sorry for you now.
No, I don't either.
You said you weren't going on a cruise, but you're going on Hawaii. So.
I'm going to Hawaii. And Keith Whitman will be calling the game with Chris Brody in Whitehouse in 2 weeks. The game against, I believe it's Mount Pleasant.
And I will be fully prepared for the power to go out, the air conditioning to explode, every possible thing to go wrong that could.
Yeah.
He said, y'all are awesome except Brett. Okay, Keith, you worked for free tonight. You're not getting paid tonight.
Hey, Brett's doing a good job being unbiased tonight, so I appreciate that. Uh-oh.
That's a lot of wide receivers on one side of the field.
There's still 1 second left on the clock also.
I've kind of gotten used to it, just, not doing Chapel Hill games over the last couple of years, so I'm used to not having a dog in the fight. No pun intended there. So
5-yard penalty.
After this first half, I'm expecting nothing short of a Hail Mary catch and then fumble and then return fumble 98 yards the other way.
Who knows?
Well, nope. Here comes the screen. He's got him. Oh, he's got some room ahead of him. Oh, it breaks a tackle. Clock has already run out, and he gets tackled down at the 12-yard line. And then we've got some scuttlebutt up here. Let's just go to the halftime, guys. Let's just go to the timeout.
Now that could be a problem for an ejection potentially here.
Yeah, because if that's a double penalty on 3 for Chapel Hill, he's out.
Yeah, he's already gotten one unsportsmanlike tonight.
All right.
So we'll see. And Coach, I believe that's Coach Rudin over there talking to the referee.
Brett and Chris, you know what's about to happen.
I do too.
You know what time it is.
I'm ready. Hey, can we hit that commercial?
It is time.
That's both of them.
That is both their first unsportsmanlike conduct fouls for disqualification. That is the end of the second.
That's actually their second, buddy.
Yeah,
but
that's all right.
He wasn't paying
Wasn't that
attention.
the same guys that went out earlier? Okay.
Yep. Same 2 guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the Whitley halftime show.
Hey, Whitehouse, it's halftime. In my family, that's always meant tradition, pride, doing your best, and then making it better. That's Whitehouse, and that's how I sell real estate.
Whitehouse High School proudly presents the Sweethearts of Whitehouse, the national champion First Ladies Drill Team. Leading the First Ladies onto the field, the officers from left to right. Officer Addison Burkhart, Officer Libby Nealon, Captain Lindy Weatherford, First Lieutenant Quincy Smith, and Officer Sophie Perry. Our sponsors of the week are the Boulders at Lake Tyler, Total Care Custom Mobility, Bandman Incorporated, Holly Patterson Photography, the Salon Professional Academy, and Jamie Whitley with Schilling Real Estate. The First Ladies of the Week are Mila Spradlin and Christy Blazer. Tonight, the First Ladies will perform an exciting production routine to Confident. The First Ladies. The First Ladies are under the direction of Nikki Whitley and assisted by Polly Chenault. Introducing now the Whitehouse High School Majorettes. Tonight, the Majorettes will perform to Everybody by the Backstreet Boys. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Taylor McGee and Addison Bernardino, ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Whitehouse High School Wildcat Band and feature twirler Avery McGraw. Tonight's performance includes music from Incandescent Sky by Robert Sheldon and Robinson's Grand Entry by Carl King. Wildcat Band is under the direction of Randy Kaiser, Christina Thomas, Caden LeBlanc, Chris Hufty, Daniel Sutherland, and Karina McBrayer. Majorette sponsor is Mackenzie Burlingame. This concludes our halftime performance. Thank you for your attention. Good evening and welcome to tonight's continued halftime festivities. Please give a hand to the Chapel Hill Bulldog Band and Highlighters Drill Team. The Highlighters are led onto the field by their officers. Officers from left to right are First Lieutenant Gabrielle Kissan, Lieutenant Lainey Enriquez, Lieutenant Lillian Collins, and in the center, Captain Annie Moore. Social officers are Annette Dargote, Daniela Estrada, Megan Gentry, Tori Scott, and head social officer Zoe Nash. Would like to thank their Circle of Stars hat sponsor, J. Chad Parker, PLLC. They would also like to recognize their game day sponsors, Auto Glass Express, Big 5 Tire and Auto Service, Kelso's Mexican Restaurant and NR Concrete, Christian Brothers Auto, Tarosa Jones Johnson Realty, The Village Bakery, Tyler Sheet Metal LLC, and Ramos Roofing and Remodeling. And now, watch the Highlighters as they perform the fan-favorite traditional Rocking Star to Magnificent 7. Melissa Dunn. The highlighters are under the direction of Allison Moranich and Jenna Ballou. Ladies and gentlemen, the best of the best award-winning Chapel Hill Highlighters. And now, please welcome to the field the Chapel Hill High School Majorettes. The Majorettes are Isabella Pena, Alex Masaja, Sarah Farmer, Hayden Colgrove, Kylie Kennedy, Shakayla Brooks, Layla Moya, and Camilla Torres. This week's Majorette of the Week is Sarah Farmer. Majorette sponsor is Debbie Dark. Tonight they will perform a dance twirl routine to Evil Ways. And now, please welcome to the field, under the field direction of Drum Major Jacqueline Barrow and Senior Head Drum Major Yoselin Lopez, the 2022 UIL State Military 4A Silver Finalist, award-winning Chapel Hill Bulldog Band. Tonight, the Bulldog Band will perform a fundamental military drill to champion fanfare and the Klaxon March.
like next to our friends. I said, Jim doesn't yell at me because I'm staying on the field. He's doing my job. But Jim will never hurt my feelings. I've worked with my dad for 26 years. Like, he can't break me. He may come talk to me. Hey, come in here and be Nick. Y'all see him? He interviewed that dialogue out there. He knows all the rules.
The Bulldog Band would like to give a special shout out to this year's homecoming queen, one of our very own. Congratulations, Jacayla Hatton. The band is under the direction of Josh Kennedy, Christy Willis, Juan Garcia, Will Ross, and head director.
All right, we are back after the halftime show, and we have a very special guest for the next 90 seconds. That is the one, the only, Jim Nip. Jim, how are you doing, buddy?
Let's go, Wildcat fans. I'm fired up.
Okay.
Fired up.
Okay, how's the game? What's your thoughts on the game so far?
Well, yeah, like, man, we're right. We're going to come out in the second half.
Okay.
I feel like we're wearing them out. Offense can only run up and down the field so many times. We're wearing those kids completely out.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Jim, second question. What's on your heart tonight outside of football?
I feel like outside of football.
The outside of football,
Outside of
yeah.
football.
What's
Man,
going on?
I just want us all to be kind to one another.
Yes, sir.
There are differences of opinions. There's a little fella sitting down a couple rows in front of me and a few seats over. Apparently knows none of the rules of football.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
None of the rules of football. And in between every play, he's
Oh, I gotcha.
And I think, oh, man, just be kind, right?
Are you helping him out? Are you
just be
explaining
kind.
the rules to him?
I was going to, but
Okay.
instead I've chosen a different path, Josh.
Okay.
I am being kind.
I've gotcha.
Being kind.
Awesome.
And I may move in the second half. It just depends on if this continues.
Oh, okay. Well, don't move too far away from us.
Come sit up here by you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, we're up
thanks for the
here.
opportunity. Love the game. Love that you guys are here.
Yes, sir. Well,
Love
Jim,
the spirit.
hey.
Look how many Wildcat fans are here.
Well, listen, and Jim, I just want to, last thing I'm going to say, this is my last question. We love you, Jim, and we appreciate you in Whitehouse, and we thank you for all the stuff that you do and for the contributions you make and your time and all of it. And Whitehouse wouldn't be the same Whitehouse without you, Jim
You
Nip.
know, Josh, I'd be
Yes,
remiss
sir.
if I didn't take this opportunity to plug the Whitehouse ISD Education
Oh,
Foundation
yes, sir.
and the opportunities to give. Grant season is open.
It's
we
coming.
can't do grants without your contributions. So if you own a business or you own a big fat wallet, we'll take either one of those
That's right.
contributions in to the ISD Foundation, WISDEF.org.
There it is. And earlier we were trying to find some laundry mats to sponsor NetSN for all these hankies that we've seen on the field tonight and towels. They could also support the Whitehouse
They
Education
could.
Foundation.
Some little
Absolutely.
spirit towels.
That's
Spirit
right.
towels.
Awesome, Jim. Thank you, buddy. We
Thanks for the
appreciate you.
opportunity.
We'll be right back.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums.
We're going all the way.
All right. We are back. Sorry, Jim Nip was sitting down next to me, and I had to slip the nip in real quick. Slip the Jim. Probably didn't sound great. To future me. Don't use that phrase again. All right. Well, Chris, we're back. Halftime is now over. We've got smoke out on the field. I guess the Chapel Hill Bulldogs are going to receive the kickoff. There goes the tunnel. And we're kind of excited. Chris, what adjustments do you think either Whitehouse or Chapel Hill have made at halftime, man?
Well, I think the biggest thing for Whitehouse was giving those defenders a rest. And hopefully they got a rest in there because they've been working hard tonight, and I think they were just plumb wore out there at the end of the first half.
Yes, sir.
And as far as changes go, we're going to end up seeing Whitehouse here on defense to start. I think probably more attacking up the middle to try to disrupt whatever's happening in the backfield, and maybe just some paying attention to how they're covering things on the outside.
That's right. Okay. All right, here's the return. A pretty good return right there. He made up his mind. He was going, made a cross out past the 14. That was Kerion Green. I hope I said his first name right. Good return right there. I bet Chapel Hill has discussed of getting that snap down a little bit, snap up and down, and that's just that's a tough way to go, is to have the ball snapped over your head and have to run back. It's a drive killer, you know.
Yeah, I think basically Chapel Hill is really the only thing that's well, Chapel Hill stopped themselves a few times. We'll say it that way for sure.
Chapel Hill has stopped Chapel Hill. Here we go. The snap back. She keeps it. Pass around to the side just a little bit high. I think that was the running back out of the back. That was Ryan Harris. The ball was just a little too tall for Ryan.
Whitehouse there not really fully set up on defense. Hopefully they can get things squared away a little bit and
maybe
at least be able to line up well so they're ready to go on the play.
Yeah.
That's a lot of late movement right there.
All right, so there's a snap. G keeps it around the left this time. He's going to keep it and run it. Gets hit pretty good by Stearns on the sideline. Gain of about 5 yards, maybe 4. Yep, maybe 5. It's going to bring it up 3rd down and 5.
That fake handoff and cross action is freezing the second-level defenders for Whitehouse long enough to be able to get one step around the corner.
Ball snapped, a handoff that time, enough for a first down, just over the 45-yard line into Wildcat territory. Well, it seems like Chapel Hill, they're moving, they're going quick. Whitehouse is not getting set up on defense.
Nope.
Snap back, G looks, he throws, almost batted down, but the catch, Black taking it down down to the 31. Sorry, I thought that ball was going to get batted down from my angle. I don't know how it got through there, but
yeah,
that's just a catch and pitch and run right there.
Yeah, they're
Blaylock
starting to impose their will a little bit on the outside with the blocking on those quick passes.
All right, so Stinson in the backfield with G. Snap is back. They give to Stinson. He's got some room up the middle. Just an easy 6 yards right there.
Yeah, if you're Whitehouse, this is not how you want it to come out in the second half. I think this pace is creating a problem for the Wildcats. All credit to the Bulldogs here for being able to execute cleanly like this.
All right, so the snap is back. Another quick pass out. Time. Another first down. That was Calico that time, the catch and run.
Malachi Allen came up and decided to hit somebody pretty hard that time. Did not dislodge the football, but hopefully that's
okay. Big hit by Malachi. A
little momentum for the defense there.
We could only hope it could turn into a Mr. Martin momentum moment. There's the handoff, cutting all around the place. Wildcats recover. A lot of dancing and spinning. Gave the Wildcats time to recover there. All right, we are going to go to a timeout right now. Stay with us. We'll see you shortly.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we are back. I think we had a little bit of the cramp monster showing up again, and that's all right. We're back out there. 2nd down and 7 coming up, so gain of 3 on that last run. Little homecoming night for the Bulldogs. I'm sure Whitehouse is so glad they chose them to put their homecoming on.
Great turnout.
All right, there's the keep by G. He's looking in the back of the end zone. He's got a man, incomplete though.
Threw it a bit behind him.
He did. He might have been expecting, and that was Brown out there. He might have been expecting him to kind of hook up and stop. because he had some space there. But either way, 3rd down and 7 coming up.
That thing got there quick, too. Didn't really give the receiver a chance to be able to change direction real well.
Went around the side, big hit out of bounds. I believe that's going to be enough for a 1st down. There's a whistle blown. All right, so a gain of about 10. It's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 1-yard line, it looks like. We don't have a great angle here. Y'all have a better angle from up there, no doubt. Snap is back. It's fumbled, but he picks it up, and he's going to push it into the touchdown. That was Darden that time. Yeah, there's a fumbled handoff. Bounced up one time, just picked it up and ran it in. So touchdown Bulldogs straight out of the gate.
Sometimes that ball bounces right back to you, and the Bulldogs there, the recipient of some fortunate bounce of the ball.
The fortunate bounce of the ball. All right.
Can't say lucky.
Oh. We just had a light turned on up above us.
Let there be light.
Kind of like that. I like that a lot. There's the kick is up, and it is good. So that brings your score Bulldogs 34, Wildcats 17. We'll be back right after these previews, commercials.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that preview of who's going to sell your house next week, baby.
There you go.
Jamie Whitley.
He's your man.
If you need to sell a house and you need to sell it quick and get your money for it, give Jamie Whitley at the Schilling Group a call. He's not only our sponsor, he's a funny guy, and he could sell a house like it's nobody's business. All right, so here comes the kickoff now.
Ball's upright on the tee, so we anticipate something down the field a little bit,
Maybe.
or that chopping
He's been
ball.
squibbing it kind of on the ground. Wow, there it is. That's deep.
Wow.
Let that Samaje back and let it go into the end zone.
Yeah, he didn't play around on that one, fellas.
Yeah. And you're thinking maybe that should have been done before the half.
That's what I mean, you got that kind of leg. If you can kick it continuously back through the end zone, why not?
That's the if, though, right? You know,
I mean,
if it's a 50-50 shot on whether you're going to hit it clean,
yeah, sure.
Maybe it hangs up around the 20, and you don't want to give Whitehouse any kind of momentum at that point.
Yeah.
So I get it. It was a great play by that forward player to be able to jump on the ball like that very quickly on that kickoff right before the end of the first half.
All right, it's snap back to JoJo. The pass out to Zion. A whole herd of Bulldogs, about a pack of dogs. Is that, whoa.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Goodness.
Thank you.
Yeah, they carried that on. Whistles blew, and they continued with that, landed on top, and that's going to be 15 yards.
Ouch.
No other way we would want to start this half off than with a personal foul.
That was literally ouch, as in ouch for Chapel Hill, and also an ouch for the Whitehouse player that got sat on by two Bulldogs on the sideline.
Yeah, Zion, when that whistle blows, it means to stop, and if you continue on, that's –
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, defense, number second
all right.
Bulldogs continue to gift Whitehouse significant chunks of yardage tonight.
It's homecoming. We're feeling generous tonight again.
Home giving. It's been home giving tonight. So
yeah. Speaking of that, I got to go visit at halftime with some former students I used to go to school with over there. It was kind of a fun thing for me to be home here at homecoming.
They were like, "Hey, Mr.
On
Sweeney."
a normal Friday night, I don't get to see some of my Chapel Hill people. So
that's right.
It's good to see them a little bit.
Snap back, the fake jet sweep. A throw to the ground. Yeah, they were setting up the screen to Diarra, and it wasn't there.
It was the Bermuda Triangle around him there, Chris. It was not a –
You know, I thought they were going to throw to Zion. They faked the sweep to Zion, and then he was out there with 2 or 3 players with no defenders. I was thinking they were going to toss it out to him over there, but they came back to the weak side.
I'm not the biggest fan of throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
We've seen a couple of plays here not go well for Whitehouse, but they definitely need to stir up some kind of momentum here.
Ooh.
Grimes met in the hole.
Yeah, it was there and then it wasn't.
It was there and then there was 4 Bulldogs there.
Mm.
Grimes probably coming out.
Those are the ones that make me wince, and he took a shot there. There's no doubt about it.
That's an ouchie.
Maybe like a frog, like he got like frogged or something in the leg. He kind of was. Hopefully, it's just a cramp. We'll call it a cramp.
We'll call it. Yeah, it's got to be a cramp. It's not a cramp. Wait, it is a cramp. All right, we've got 3rd down and 8. Zamaje in it back now. Snap is back to give. Nope. JoJo keeps it. Probably should have give. And that's going to put a stop to that drive. A loss of about 5 yards, 6 yards on the sack. 4th down and long. And that will bring out Austin Holmes.
I'll be honest, Chris. He was lucky to hang on to the football there.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a great job of holding on to it.
Yeah, Whitehouse is not really doing anything to threaten downfield, up the middle, down the seam, outside. And that's allowing Chapel Hill to be able to close up, and
pin those ears and come, huh?
Yes. But they played smart there. On the backside, they were in the right position for the reverse.
I didn't say anything, guys. Ooh,
that's nice.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, and he slips.
Oh,
the returner.
Man.
So it takes a Wildcat bounce. Another great.
Yeah. And that's what a
Great
good punter
punt.
does, is it puts the returner in a tough spot.
Absolutely. All right, we'll be right back after this.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
All right, we are back. Bulldogs starting at the 20-yard line this time. Made quick work last drive. Let's see what happens here. A fake handoff. G's under a little pressure. He's throwing it deep to the post.
Ooh, he had him.
Ooh, Brown was there.
He was open.
Yeah, I think he would have taken a little bit sharper straight up. But yeah, no, that's.
And G's ball had a little wobble on it. It wasn't spiral, and that kind of kept it from.
Little wobble,
off
wobble
target.
going,
Yeah.
no doubt. All right. Yeah, I think the cramp monster's back. We got a couple guys with cramps down. There's the handoff, looking for some room. Wow.
Man, there wasn't much.
Squiggles through for 5 yards.
Chris, how did he get through that hole?
Yeah, what
Chapel
happened there?
Hill offensive line is doing a very good job of getting latched on those blocks and then just moving their feet. They're not necessarily driving people down out of the way, but they're occupying defenders very well, and it gives that running back a chance to pick his hole.
He kind of danced through the hole there.
Yeah, he can be very patient.
All right, there's the snap to give again. 3rd and 5 is going to be short. A loss of a yard on the play.
Yeah.
See, they brought Ivers again there up the middle. That's the way you're going to mess that up, is to bring some pressure.
Yeah, they did a great job of getting the lineman back into the backfield, and so then there's nowhere for the running back to go.
So the Bulldogs not afraid to punt, at least pretending like they're not afraid to punt. Pierre Allen coming out to punt.
I would not expect a fake here.
Okay. Well,
I'm just going to throw that out there.
I don't know.
If I was a betting man, and I'm not.
And you're not.
I would probably bet this is going to be an actual punt.
Especially we're not betting on this game.
No, exactly.
That's right.
No way.
Christian Long back deep to receive. There's the kick. It's a wobbly end-over-end line drive. Great bounce for the Bulldogs.
Jeez.
It's going to get another 20 yards on it down to about the 34. Still rolling down to about 33 3/4. So
it just proves it's not the prettiest thing that always matters. It's the result.
That's right. That's right. And that's it. All right, guys. Well, we've got 6:43 left, 34-17. Bulldogs doubling up the Wildcats right now in score.
Yeah, this thing started as a track meet. It's turned into a little.
That's me, guys. I'm sorry. Should I stand up over here? I'm going to get booed probably. But
class of what?
2001.
I mean, you're in your
I'm
blue
a
and your
Chapel Hill
red
graduate.
anyway.
I can't help it. Oh, you too? Okay. All right, we got somebody else over here on the Whitehouse side.
Okay,
Hey,
we got
all
some
right.
Chapel Hill folks
Hey,
over here.
I will say, yeah, Officer Sheffield over there.
Is that Officer Sheffield?
No, not Sheffield.
Oh, it's
That's
Whitfield.
That's Whitfield. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Drew Whitfield over there.
So he's a Chapel Hill graduate. I saw
He
him
sure
coming
is.
in.
And he's trying to keep his head down, though.
And I did run into a couple of Chapel Hill graduates when I was over here. There's a couple that have kids at Whitehouse, so you know.
Well, they figured it out, you know. I'm just kidding. We love Chapel Hill and we love Whitehouse.
It's a lot of fun.
Two great communities and a lot of fun. All right, we got 2nd down and 5 coming up.
And we're all packed in here so nice and tightly
we are
tonight.
packed in. The fake handoff that time. JoJo's looking on the flag route. He's got Diarra, but yeah, that's incomplete. Diarra kind of played defense there.
And great coverage by Zero for Chapel Hill there.
That was Jenkins out there. Yeah, Diarra kind of had to D him up to make sure he didn't get the interception.
Yeah, they have not gone away from keeping a safety over the top on Diarra.
Chris,
just taking away any opportunity for him to do something down the field.
Were you surprised he didn't take off there? I think he had the first down if he'd have ran.
I saw that.
He might have. He might have. The play before, though, he ran the ball, and he kind of tensed up a bit right when he took that hit.
Yeah, maybe he was thinking about that.
I think he, yeah.
Because he's done well tonight with his leg. That's what surprised him.
3rd and 5. JoJo dropping straight back. He's got a little room. Outruns the defender. He's got the first down. Face mask gets grabbed. No flag. Fights forward down to the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Maybe he heard me, and he said,
maybe
okay,
he did.
I'll take off this time. Nice
Maybe
run
he
by
did.
Adams.
We haven't seen many straight dropbacks from JoJo tonight. Most of them have been him sprinting out, but it worked well that time. Some great moves.
I really think that he's got to do that for Whitehouse to be successful. He's got to keep them off balance by running every once in a while and changing it up. I think he's got to use that. That's his skill set.
Shows a little razzle-dazzle.
And he's tough.
There's the handoff this time to, oh, goodness. Stays on his feet, keeps running. That's Zamaje Mosley.
Yeah, he's still going.
He's still going.
Look at
the
that.
line's moving.
Goodness.
They might break away. Holy cow.
Wow.
That was a scrum, fellas.
That's what you call a team first down.
Yes.
That's a team first down.
And, you know, earlier we saw where JoJo was on the sideline just fighting for yards and the offensive line was watching. That time I think they cleared that up at halftime.
Great point.
Because that was a fantastic job.
Great
the whole
job.
team
O-line,
in on
great
the first
job.
down.
Zamaje, great job. I mean, there was 10 players in there, you know, pushing the one. So 1st and 10 now. Whoa. Little fake flip. JoJo goes out and it's not sure what happened there.
I think that play broke.
It's a broken play. It almost seemed like they snapped it before they were ready.
Right.
Is that what happened?
Number 6, JoJo Adams on the carry.
Okay.
Going to bring up 2nd down for the Wildcats.
Well, that's okay.
Actually took a little loss there on the slide.
Thanks for watching tonight, Wildcat Football on NETsn. We're proud to be bringing you the Chapel Hill Bulldogs against Whitehouse Wildcats. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. We will be showing all the Wildcat games this season every Friday night. You can find them right here. Snap is back. JoJo looks. He's in trouble. Breaks away. He's going to try to get outside. He does. And gets out of bounds. Gets shoved a little bit, but no call over there. No blood, no foul.
Yeah, I don't think there was any ill intent there. I think it just kind of maybe bumped there.
Yeah, it looked like hit leg.
Yeah. When you got guys running that fast, it's kind of hard to slow down at that point.
Okay.
Grimes back in.
A 3-yard gain on the play. JoJo looks tired over there. I mean,
he's running for his life right now.
He's not just running. He's sprinting and twisting and spinning and pushing and fighting.
Now, he gained 2 yards, but he ran the ball probably about 30, 35 yards there. So, yeah, he's tired.
He's like, hey, guys, call a play for someone else this time. Let's give it to somebody
After
else.
the play, he ran the ball and slid. After the play, he broke free. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
yeah.
man. Great job there by the D-line.
And it ends again with a sack.
And, I mean, looking down the field there's 2 receivers that ran a route.
Yeah.
So, in that situation, you know, you've got 8 guys blocking for the quarterback, 2 guys running the route.
And he had no time for it to develop,
There needs to be an opportunity for him to be able to at least have a chance.
Because those were deep routes. Those weren't short routes.
Right.
And so you need time for your guys to get open.
Well, I hate that it is, but you know what I'm excited about. Missing a player over here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's getting out there. 5 seconds left.
See if they can get set.
4. Oh, they're going to let him sub. That's going to be a penalty. That's okay.
I think this is
delay game won't hurt him.
This isn't bad. I think it actually gives you more room.
Yeah. Austin's foot. That's Westerberg's not happy because of just making sure everyone's head's in the game, but at the same time, not the worst consequence.
I mean, he could probably back up another 5, and it wouldn't hurt him, honestly, with the leg he's got.
No. Whitehouse jinx him again.
Whitehouse had a number of guys had to sit a bit and get looked at by trainers, and it becomes difficult to make sure you've got everyone on the field where they're supposed to be.
That's a great punt. It's going to take a great
all
bounce.
the way down. There's the 5 yards right there. Down to the 4.5-yard line. The delay game penalty pays off.
See, I told you that was perfect.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, we are back. Hope you had time to go grab some fresh vegetables, but we're back. Chapel Hill pinned deep. G fakes it, throws a little screen out to the left side. Nice tackle that time. Chris, who was that on the tackle?
Caden McGill, the sophomore, who's growing up quickly here during this game.
And I like the sportsmanship there. He helping each other up. I like to see that.
Uh-oh.
You got Pickens down behind the play.
Yeah, he was cramping up earlier. He's struggling
that's
over
Charlie
there.
horse looks like. You know, he got that toe straight. He's got to get that.
Yeah. I mean,
got to get him some pickle juice out there.
It's been tough
Hey,
tonight.
Brett, I know we do Wildcat football on NETsn. What about Chapel Hill? Is there?
We've got a couple of Chapel Hill games coming up. We're going to be in Palestine for Chapel Hill Palestine, and we'll be in Lindale for Chapel Hill Lindale, I think, in a few weeks.
Chapel Hill Lindale. Go Bulldogs.
It's going to be that'll be a good one. I think that will be probably it's Kilgore, Chapel Hill, and Lindale kind of at the top of that district. So that'll be a very important game over there in Lindale.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, 2nd and short. G's going deep all the way down the field.
What a
no.
Gosh.
He's gone.
Wow.
What a play. I tell you what, that was quite unfortunate.
Man, oh man.
For the Wildcats.
That's what you call a great effort play right there. Chris, what did you think about that effort? I mean, G throws it up there, and he just went up and got it.
Yeah, he Blaylock, he wants the ball. He's going to go get the ball. And if there's any kind of hesitation on the part of the defense for Whitehouse, they're in trouble.
Man.
Now, I know we're not supposed to do this. That was a heck of a tackle by that Bulldog offensive lineman right in front of the quarterback to give him the space to be able to throw that ball. Heck of a tackle.
Do they call those?
The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Do they call those pancakes, Chris? Was that?
No, typically that's called holding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but not tonight. Not a 15-yard penalty, so I guess they're not calling it.
It's only 15
We're
yards.
only calling personal fouls here
true.
tonight.
That's
Everything
true.
else is fine. It's fine.
My
All
wife
right.
already said I sounded a little salty tonight, so I got to watch it.
Okay.
Chris, you're doing a great job. Listen, this is tough.
I'm trying to throw you strikes over there so you can hit them out of the
you're
park.
lobbing it right through the zone.
I'm trying.
Brett, here's the thing. Chris and I are completely unbiased, okay? I mean, you could obviously tell. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is, and I'll just tell everyone, not that y'all care, but it's tough to call a game when you're rooting for a team and they're getting beat a little bit. But there's always that hope, that they come back. But at the same time, we want to call it unbiased.
Well, and here's the deal, guys. These are all kids. So we're out here for the kids, for the families that can't be there, and so we do it because we love sports as well. But I mean, it's honestly, we are here for the kids, and so
That's 100%, Brett. I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
That's
why we started this, back 5 years ago, was to promote student athletes in East Texas. We have some great ones, and we want to promote them and get them as many people eyes on them as possible.
There's the deep kick back. Zamaje Mosley there to take it. He's going to take it back out to the 20s, looking for a spot. Doesn't have one, but now he finds a little something, getting to the outside of the 25 and the 30. 35, good speed around, out to the 50, gets hit out of bounds, no flag. But that was a great return right there.
That's what Whitehouse needed right there.
This is why maybe they shouldn't be kicking it deep. That is what Whitehouse needed, absolutely.
Yeah. Brett loves that deep kick until that happens.
Hey, you know what? Here's my thing, and this is my argument with it. Like, how many times are they going to – if they just keep doing that every time, then I understand. But, like, if it's one guy, don't kick to him. Kick the other way.
Well, Whitehouse only puts one guy back deep. And so you think, well, I can put it over to the side there. But he gets over, makes the catch, reverses field.
I'll give it
and
to
we're
him.
out at midfield.
I mean, that's a great return, and like I said, that's what they needed right here.
Yeah.
I think the percentages. It's just my opinion,
Yeah, if you got the leg and can put it in the end zone for sure.
All right, JoJo back under pressure again. Throws a screen pass this time out to
Ace.
That is Ace. That time,
There
great
we go.
catch and run, Ace Olivares.
Ace.
Haven't seen much of him tonight.
I love that. Ace. I love that name.
He's an ace in the hole. He's played really well this year.
Does he play golf? Because that would be a good name for a golfer.
I don't know.
Because if you get aces a lot, then you're probably pretty good.
He probably didn't have time to play golf. He's too busy, practicing, catching footballs. But I don't know. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Snap is back. The fake to Grimes. JoJo keeps it on the left side. Gets hit low. Breaks a tackle. Spins. About 4 yards, 5 yards on the gain. That's a tough run.
Man, JoJo's going to be ice bathing after this game.
If I took any one of those hits he's taken, I say this every week, I would be on the ground until next Friday unless they brought one of those cots out and carried me off. Like in soccer. Get him out of here.
You get the magic spray. They get the magic spray on you and you hop up.
No, I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying.
I want to know what's in that stuff, honestly.
It's a little, I don't know. It might be some numbing action going on, something that might not be sold over the counter. Grimes, nope. JoJo keeps it. Oh, good fake. Good tackle. Enough for a Wildcat first down.
I mean,
JoJo comes up and says, first down, y'all.
I like it, though. Like I said, he's using his legs, and he's making Chapel Hill have to prepare for him. So when next time he's going to be able to hand it off to his guy, they're going to be looking for Adams to carry it. I like what they're doing with this possession.
And this is really what Whitehouse is going to have to do, I think, this year to be successful. And that is the hard yards, 3, 4, 5 yard runs. Being able to block well at the edge to turn plays like that into gains.
Great pass to Christian Long that time.
See, perfect. They had to account for Adams running.
Yep.
Now they're able to throw it outside wide, and it freed them up.
Yep.
Snap, give to Zamaje this time. He's got a little room on the outside. The ball comes out.
Uh-oh.
It's still out, and it looks like, well, Bulldogs, I believe, covered it. They're going to blow the whistle and say it is Chapel Hill Bulldog football.
So recovered.
Zamaje was spinning, got hit, ball popped out, and Chapel Hill recovers.
It's like number 52 for the Bulldogs recovered that fumble. But that's that circle button. I talk about it all the time. Did you guys play Madden?
It's Dallas Gibson on that fumble recovery.
Did y'all play Madden with the circle button where you spin and it's either you spin and you fake the guy out and it's perfect,
or you fumble it.
Or you fumble it. I mean, that's that spin. It's dangerous.
Well, and listen, if JoJo is playing Madden, what I hate about Madden is they make the quarterbacks fumble all the time, And
it's that dang computer. They do it every time.
Yeah, computer cheats.
Yeah. Well, when you get ahead, then they start all of a sudden doing everything right.
That's right. So G gives the ball up. Oh, hit in the backfield, but not taken down. He's running backwards. He might have been a little disoriented on which way he was going.
Goodness.
They're going to give him out to the 3-yard line, it looks like.
Man. That's what you
the
call
fans in front of us not really fully understanding the concept of forward progress.
That's okay.
Well, and
that was Jalen Anderson with the initial hit that time. A big hit.
Sometimes you got to know when to wave the white flag.
Well,
yes.
Did it look like he was disoriented when he came out of breaking that first tackle and kind of ran backwards?
It looked like he gave up yards on purpose to try to.
He was going to try to go around the back.
And in fairness, Whitehouse came relentlessly after that.
With the snap, ball, the quick throw, great block. It's kind of fighting around, finally taken down. That was taken down by number 9, Jaden Bell, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, come back for us. Exciting fourth quarter when we return.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right. They've got Welcome to the Jungle playing here at Bulldog Stadium right now. Wildcat football on NETsn. Head into the fourth quarter. Bulldogs 41, Wildcats 17. Chapel Hill backed up right now in their own end zone.
Yeah, 3rd and long, and the Whitehouse defense has come out this time and said, we're going to fight. We're going to get this ball back.
Kind of like it. Snap back, the throw to the screen to the right. Pass is complete. Dancing around. Couple of hits, and he's going to come up well short of the first down. Almost gets back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up a punting situation.
There is a lot of extracurricular going on, and the officials are not.
Do you mean like science club? And
I mean like guys blocking each other to the ground 5-10 yards away from the play after each play?
I thought this is extracurricular. Isn't football extracurricular?
Yeah, that's, I mean, I love it. You can't, no pass, no play. So he means extracurricular is I think what he means.
I got you now, Chris.
Yes.
Let's see some fight. Let's go, Cats.
All right, so Christian Gary back deep to return for the Wildcats. Here's the kick. This one much higher than the last one. There's a flag already down. Not sure what that was. Probably had something to do with the formation, but could also be offsides. Ball rolls to a stop at the 45. Let's see what the flag is. He's thinking, oh, they're looking over here. It's probably illegal formation. Westerberg's going to have them.
Yeah, he's going to I like taking the penalty and make them repunt because nothing good happens back here on punts. Well, and the second one's, but for sure back here by the end zone, a bad snap, a bobble.
Oh, he's taking it from up here. He's going to take the 5 yards from the end of the punt.
Okay. Can you not make them go back and repunt it?
You can, and they could have moved it back. But you remember what happened last time when Chapel Hill made us re-kick it.
Yeah,
and maybe that's just swirling in his head. You know, Westerberg plays from his gut, and so I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking the ball at the 50.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
I like that. And
I'm with you, Brett. I'd have made them kick it again.
Well, I saw this. Let's see, last week, Gladewater, New Diana. We saw the punter punt the ball off his own teammate's helmet, and it went to the end zone, and Gladewater recovered it for a touchdown. Gladewater guy had driven his man all the way back, and it forced his own guy to get hit with a ball. Yeah. And so I've seen some crazy things happen on that end. So that's why I'm with you. I think that would be why. But, you know, no
Austin Holmes pitches it to Christian Gary on a little jet sweep.
Oh.
Tackled for what looked like a loss, but they got him back to the line of scrimmage. JoJo is out currently, as is Zion. It looks like the Wildcats have in, at least skilled players-wise, some twos.
Well, those twos came in on defense and made a stand there. And so giving them a chance to maybe do the same thing on offense.
Handoff to Zamaje, finds a little hole and some room, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, still running around to the 35, all the way on the far sideline over there.
Great run.
Wow. he just kept them moving and dancing. It's enough for a Wildcat first down.
Little spark here by the backups.
And you may want to, at a point where JoJo's taking a lot of punishment tonight.
Yep.
You got to have him the rest of the season. So
you got to go to Paris next Friday. I mean, there's no breaks.
Paris, France? Oh, no, Paris, Texas.
Paris, Texas. And we will be in Paris next Friday. For all of you listening now and for all of you sitting around me, got to be thousands of Wildcats here tonight. We will bring that game to you at no cost to you. No gain.
That's the first time they've lined up in stacked doubles like that and thrown the ball. Every other time it's been a zone handoff, inside zone handoff.
Trying to change it up a little bit here.
Yep, I think they thought they might try to catch them sleeping on it.
All right, well, Aiden Wright on the far side over there. You got Ace over here. The clock is running down. They don't have a play yet. Here it comes. This kind of reminds me of our Russell Wilson days in Denver as the clock runs down. Oh, gets the snap off. Austin Holmes keeps it himself, bangs up through the middle, and then gets sent back the opposite direction. But not before he gains a couple yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and long.
Man.
That was extremes happening there. Zamaje lead blocking, hit someone, knocked him back 5 yards. At the same time that Holmes was getting gang tackled and thrown backwards 5 yards.
There was a lot of bodies flying everywhere right there.
Bodies flying everywhere. We got Trips Right package over here, a little bundle. Jaden Grimes, the back in the game. That's a snap. Austin's going to roll out to the right. The pass is almost intercepted, intended for Ace Oliveras. Broken up by number 15 that time, Justin Hunt. Or, sorry, I think it's Justice Hunt. Great play by the young man. Well, let's see. This is 4th down territory, says Coach Westerberg. It's a little bit longer than what you would like, but when you're down here, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to punt. Not at this point in the game. All right, the snap is back. Holmes looks. He's scrambling out under pressure. He's going to keep it, kind of breaks it back to the out and not going to make a first down. So that's a turnover on downs by the Wildcats.
That's another one when they go back and watch the film. He's not going to be very happy because he ran away from a pocket that he could have stepped up into the left into, and he ran to the right into pressure. It's unfortunate they're not giving themselves a chance to be able to make a play for a first down.
All right, so good hold by Chapel Hill that time. Got the Chapel Hill Bulldog band over there playing. You got the Whitehouse band chanting "Go Whitehouse" to the Bulldog song. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, backups in now for Chapel Hill. Hand off to number 5. Hit again by number 34.
Jalen Anderson.
Jalen Anderson showing up in the backfield.
Well, playing the edge well, accounting for the quarterback and the running back.
Doing a great job there. Let's see, the quarterback in now is Snow, Jacavian Snow, I believe. Gun formation. Snap is back. Snow with a quick pass out. And he's going to go all the way. That's Brown in there. He is quick, and that is a touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great blocking on the outside by the Bulldogs, and he just ran away from everybody.
Man.
He's fast, Chris.
Yes, he is.
All right. Well, Chapel Hill had most of their backups out there, but he is definitely not a backup. So that was kind of a fun run right there. Okay, here we go. Bulldogs setting up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. Stick with us. The score 48-17. Bulldogs up. We'll be back after in just a moment.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, we are back. Wildcat Football on NETsn welcomes you back. Bulldog Stadium. Bulldogs having their way with the Wildcats this evening, 48-17.
Kicking it deep.
Zamaje with the catch. Zamaje looking, waiting, dancing, breaks the tackle. Stiff arm, good. It's thrown down and taken out of bounds about the 27-yard line. So Wildcats will start there. Chris, I will say this Chapel Hill Bulldog fans are having fun tonight on this homecoming night.
Yeah, they know how to throw a party here.
They do.
It's a good atmosphere.
A lot of some singing, some dancing going on, and, you know, it's good for them on their homecoming night to be able to celebrate and what looks like potentially going to be a victory. All right. First down for the Cats. The give is to Grimes. Grimes gets hit. He had 3 Bulldogs waiting on him.
Yeah, zero chance there for him to be able to do anything, unfortunately.
Justice Hunt with the tackle. He was in the backfield. All right. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the game tonight. It's not quite over yet. Join us back next week, again, as we will be in Paris. Chris and I will be in Paris together, Paris, Texas, as Whitehouse opens up their district next week. Grimes pounds it forward for maybe a yard on the play.
And very quickly, there's 4 Bulldog defenders on top of him. Offensive line for Whitehouse probably going to watch back and realize many opportunities here to be able to hopefully grow a bit, understand a little bit better how to at least give a space for your running back to be able to find something. It's been a tough night as it's worn on.
All right, the snap, Austin Holmes back to throw. He looks, dances around, he's under pressure, he's just throwing it up. Couple Wildcats there. Oh, the ball is caught.
Wow.
That time by Carter Willingham, I believe.
Yep, that's his first catch of the year. And
that was unbelievable.
Just how he drew it up. Just tipped it to your teammate.
Yep.
You got to love it.
And he just dove forward and caught it. What a catch. That was throwing up a prayer, and that prayer being answered.
Yeah, we saw the Bulldogs do that. Like, I'm going to go catch this ball, and Whitehouse had a chance there to do it as well.
That was impressive.
We're going to go get it.
The tip pass was impressive. I like it.
Just how they drew it up. All right, so the snap. Willingham in motion this time. Give to Zamaje. Dances around, goes around the right side, jumps over a defender. Lands on his face, skids forward, but not before he gets about 9 yards on the gain. It's a great play.
Yeah, it's a great run. Still a lot of effort being given by the Wildcats here.
Yes.
That's what you like to see as a coach.
Absolutely. They find themselves way behind on the scoreboard, but not giving up.
This is still a regular season game. Their goals are bigger than this. They want to try to get better and try to finish off this game strong. You want to go into it next week with a good positive momentum.
a tough 2 weeks. Kilgore and Chapel Hill are two very tough tests. So Holmes keeps it this time, has some room. Gets banged and dances around. Great gain on the play. First down.
Another helmet flying off. And we got an injury down here. It looks like a lineman.
We do. All right, stick with us. We will be back in just a moment.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
They're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks a tackle. Oh my God.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Quick up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETsn. Game on.
Today's real estate market is loud. Rates are up, homes sit longer, and your cousin's advice is straight from TikTok. You don't need someone to sell you something. You need someone to walk you through it.
I'm Jamie Whitley, your local expert in the calm in your real estate storm. If life's telling you it's time to make a move, I'll help you do it without making you lose your mind or your money. Let's find your next move together.
All right, welcome back to Bulldog Stadium. We're in a slight delay right now, not weather delay. There's a player down. They're checking him out. So we want to just kind of acknowledge a couple things real quick. And the acknowledgement comes from in the version of scores of other games. Brett, do you have the other game scores?
I do. I do have some game scores here. Let's go down the list here. We got in the fourth quarter, Diboll over Russ 21-20. You had a couple of coordinators that went to Rusk, right, from Whitehouse?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's Beaton and Welch both went. That's right. Welch is the head coach, athletic director, and Beaton's doing his thing out there, defensive coordinator. So
Newton, 42, Tatum, 12 at the final. A big win for ARP tonight. They still stay undefeated. They win 35-8 over Mineola. Let's see, Sulphur Springs all over Bullard, 56-6. That's in the fourth quarter. Tyler High with a big win. They win 63-0 at home at Rose Stadium.
Tyler High. Who'd they beat?
Dallas Seagerville.
Oh, poor C. Come on. Hey, you know who went to Seagoville?
Who's that?
Was LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anyone remembers him, but I watched him play a game one time. I was keeping the books in Ennis, and he only played the first three quarters.
He didn't need to play anymore, probably.
He had 36, 21, and 12. That's 36 points, 21 rebounds, and 12 blocks.
That's not bad.
In three quarters.
Wow.
And those quarters are like 8 minutes long, and so
we've got a score. This is not updated, but it's almost at halftime in the update. Henderson 35-0 over Jacksonville. A game that we had on NETsn tonight. Athens beat Palestine 48-7. Carthage wins over Liberty Islo 47-0. Marshall and Tyler Legacy. I wish we had an update for this score. Marshall up at half, 21-13. That was one of our pick'em games that I think was a kind of a toss-up that we had. Thought would be a
I'm
good
sorry.
one.
Marshall's up on who?
Tyler Legacy, 21-13. Legacy off a big win last week over Tyler High.
Yeah, no doubt.
Beckville looking to bounce back off an 0-2 start. They're up on Harmony 33-10 in the fourth quarter. Van over Lindale right now with 8 minutes to go in the fourth, 49-42.
Wow. That's a great one.
Oh, Pittsburgh up 45-0 over Grace Community. I mean, that's the final as well. Let's see. Madisonville beating Malakoff. Malakoff, a highly ranked team in the state, taking the look at this one. Middle of the fourth quarter, Kilgore 52, Gilmer 0.
Wow.
I told you Kilgore was good, Chris. Okay, we are back. Good news. The player that was not doing well was able to get up and walk off almost on his own. He's got some people helping him out, and it looks like he's going to be good. He didn't have to get carried off or anything, so everything all will be well. The snap back, run this time by number 45. We're checking our roster.
Jalen Adams.
That was Jalen Adams. Good job, Jalen. Jalen ahead for about 2 or 3 yards. Clock is running now down to about 4.5 minutes left. Brett, thank you for those scoring updates.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, you know where I found those scoring updates?
I'm guessing the NETsn app.
You are correct.
They're all on there?
They're all on there, yeah.
Updated? Okay.
If you want to contribute, you can go update scores. If you've got some scores that maybe these scores aren't up to date, go in there and update it. It's free.
Oh, it's free of charge, huh? Free at no cost to them. Austin Holmes keeps it. He's trying to get outside. He does. Out to the 20 to the 16-yard line. That's not a bad run right there. Enough for another Wildcat first down.
The last couple times he's run the ball here, he's kind of decided, you know what, I'm going to get hit anyway. I'm going to go be the hammer and not the nail. Done a great job picking up first downs.
Hey, I've got a statewide interest score for you that we didn't cover.
Oh.
A big one. One of the biggest matchups in the state. I think it was live statewide tonight.
Was that
Longview,
yep.
South Oak Cliff. South Oak Cliff up 20-17 with 47 seconds left in that one.
Wow. Whew. Austin keeping it again, dancing around. Okay. Got a little bit of yardage there.
South Oak Cliff just got through knocking off, believe it was, who was it last week? It wasn't Westlake. It was North Shore.
Oh, wow.
And North Shore has been a power for the last, 5 to 10 years. And South Oak Cliff said
they're playing some ball right now.
Yeah,
huh?
so that's a big test for Longview, and they're playing well tonight.
Yeah.
They don't call us Beast Texas for nothing, Josh. It's Beast Texas.
Beast Texas, baby. Speaking of Beast Texas, motion this time. Snap is back. Give again. Good effort there.
Looks like Keith's watching our stream.
Is Keith there?
Yeah, he's got 49-33 Marshall. Okay, so that's an updated score.
49-33. Okay.
Yeah.
Marshall's up big over Legacy. Yeah, Legacy, they punished Tyler High last week. So down under 2.5 minutes now for the next snap.
So we got an update now. Van and Lindale with 4 minutes to go, tied at 49 over there in Lindale.
Wow.
I know our man K.O. Kyle Owens, that's a red zone game of the week over there. He's over there at that one. That's
okay. Well, not jealous because I'm enjoying this game. Austin Holmes passes it out. Defender right there. It's Carter Willingham with his second catch tonight.
It's a great job holding on to that. It seemed like his body shook a little bit right before the pass arrived.
And we got the 2-minute warning.
And to give Kyle a shout out real quick, he's got his red zone OT tonight at late tonight on Channel 7. I think maybe on the website too, on the Red Zone app. And so if you missed some games and you were here at this game, or he has highlights and things for all the games around East Texas. So
do you think if they're here at this game, they're listening to us right now?
They might be.
Okay.
Hey, we had a lady last week. We were in Tatum. And she started chatting with us, and she was sitting to our left.
Okay.
And so she's like, hey, I'm over to your left. And we went over and we gave her a shout-out on there.
Well, look at that.
Last week when I went to the restroom during halftime, I was walking down through the crowd and passed 2 people that were watching the feed.
There we go. they watch it for you guys. They want to hear what you have to say.
No, they don't want to hear what we have to say. Come on. Maybe Chris.
I wonder if we're like
they watch.
Are we a second or two behind live action so they get a chance to see the replay?
That could be an automatic replay.
Right.
There you go.
like that call that Josh wanted to be able to replay? He's going to go back and watch his.
I am. I tried to at halftime, but I couldn't go back that far. So you can only go back like a couple minutes. So future me, I'm coming, or you're coming, or I'm not sure what's going on there with future me, but we'll go see if it was the 10 yards right before the half. All right, here we go. Our Willingham coming in, running up, getting set. Something's happening. They're calling a timeout. All right, we're going to take a quick break also right now. We'll be back in just a minute.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, we got Battle of the Bands going on right now. I love it. Playing back and forth. If you could hear, but it's exciting out here. Chris, I kind of like sitting out of the press box a little bit.
It's wild.
It is.
Right.
It's worked out okay.
You're with the people.
It's true.
Austin Holmes rolling to the right. He's got a man in the back of the end zone, Christian Gary, but it's intercepted.
Wow.
Great interception.
Man.
That was by number 8 for Chapel Hill.
Jeremy Harper.
That was Jeremy Harper.
Man, that was a great interception.
That was. He reached up there and snagged it with his paw. So, yeah, he had a player. He had Christian Gary breaking open. I'm sorry, not Christian Gary. I said his name wrong. Christian Long. But it was.
It was even more impressive the second time up on the replay. I mean, he went up with one hand and snagged it.
Wow. I'm going to remind future me to watch that one again later also.
Yeah.
You know, I go home after these games and I'll start watching them and I'll just
well, and here's the deal. If you're a Whitehouse fan, you can't be discouraged by this. You're challenging yourself in the preseason. You know, you get to district, it's in a 5A.
That's right.
You're maybe playing some 4A teams, but these are state ranked. Both Kilgore and Chapel Hill are state ranked teams, and so
you saying they could be playing Woodrow Wilson 3 times?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that one
Just
alone.
asking a question.
I mean,
handoff number 24 gets outside, puts his shoulder down.
I do appreciate Josh that this is a little bit shorter drive going home tonight than Woodrow Wilson. That's something to say about that.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And it's not even about the short. If I could skip Dallas, that was just Chris and I decided we don't like driving through Dallas at 10:30 on Friday night. There's a lot of people that are awake and drive very fast. All right, so clock is running down to 1:13. It looks like there's 4 seconds, but that's not true.
We got someone that's decided to park in front of our camera.
Somebody's in front of our camera.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's okay. About 1 minute exactly left. Snap is coming. Are they calling audible? Oh, he's running a little motion. There's the give on the jet sweep. Gets outside and tackled out of bounds, but the clock keeps running. Stopping it just for the first down to get the markers reset. We will probably have one more play this game, Chris. And then we will be ready to.
And I want to thank you guys for allowing me to come on for a couple broadcasts early in the season. Y'all doing a great job, and I think Whitehouse is fortunate to have you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Brett.
Thanks,
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight and just being the cool boss for a little while, you know?
Yeah, I enjoy it. This is why I do it, not to do any other. Just for this, the atmosphere, the kids, the fans, this whole thing. It's great.
Yep. Absolutely. Victory formation. That's the last snap of the game. Well, I think the takeaways are tonight, you've got some guys banged up a little bit, so that's going to be a big focus over the next 48 hours is making sure they take care of their bodies, getting ice, and getting ready because they don't have long. They got to start preparing for Paris on Monday.
Yeah, they're not going to get bailed out by a bye week anytime soon, so making sure your body is in good physical condition, especially after a game like this where we saw a large number of Wildcats dealing with cramps and some other bruises, taking hits. Some of those guys, so much grit, so much heart after getting beat up out there.
I was impressed by the heart of JoJo Adams tonight. I was glad they took him out, though. You need him later. This game is just, you watch this out, you watch the film, you learn from it, and you watch it. You move on, but you've got to have him moving forward as they're going to be fighting in that battle. And I'm excited to see where they kind of fall. I think they've got a good chance of getting some playoff action. We'll see at the tough district. But I think they've got a really good chance to get in that playoff hunt.
Well, we sure hope so, because do we get paid overtime when we do playoff games, Brett?
I mean, you get paid for playoff games.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. How about that?
I mean, I don't expect anybody to work for free. I mean, I'd want to pay you guys.
Hey.
Unless you're volunteering to work for free.
Yeah, listen.
There was a couple of years, I will say, I worked for free trying to, because when you have to grow something, sometimes you got to do that. And so there was several years that me and several other guys worked for free.
Well,
just because we wanted this to succeed.
We sure appreciate our sponsors.
Yeah,
Jamie Whitley and Rockmore, that they make it a little bit nicer, because I think Chris and I would do this for free if we had to. We would never tell you that.
You know what? It's a great change of pace. It's a great opportunity to come out and be part of a community. For those of you that are listening and you haven't been to games and it's within your power to come to a game, you really need to do that, because it's quite something to just take in the community, the camaraderie, all that's here, the cheerleaders, the drill team, the bands. It's a heck of a lot of fun.
And we try to bring it to you as far as live as we can. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's an excellent punter. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that was our favorite. We're here with Austin Holmes' mom right now,
Yeah.
and I was just telling her that was the most exciting part of the game, is watching him punt. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Punting is one of those things that's kind of overlooked sometimes, but it's very important. I mean, he was able to shift the field several times and really helped him out. So
weapon tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yes,
tonight. Well, there we go. Love it. We are wrapping up here. For Josh Jared, thank you, Chris Brody and Brett Swinney. Also, Zach on the computer. Zach's just the guy that doesn't get any love. Calvin on the camera tonight.
Yeah, Calvin's up there, did a great job.
He did a great job. So it's been a lot of fun, and we hope to see most of you back next week as we travel to Paris. Maybe we'll get to stop at a Buc-ee's on the way, Chris?
That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know if there's one between here and Paris, but if there is, we'll find it. All right, y'all have a great time. Thank you for Wildcat Football on NETsn. Have a great weekend.
Williams fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa. They get set early, very quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap. Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown. Macho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run. He's still on his feet. Camacho's still on his feet. He's still running. Camacho, goodness gracious, he's still going. Camacho, is he going to score? Wow. Touchdown. Quick pass. Bork adjusts and intercepted, and he caught it.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's going all the way.
Oh, my God. No,
It's Taylor.
Just let him go. Just let him go.
And a pick six.
Kind of stalled him out here. Brisbane got Stewart with a little.
Oh, he ran over the defender. The helmet coming off. Holy man.
Quarterback Smith. And Smith's in the gun. He's going to go back to pass. Goes out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Bork again. Caught. Bork breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Arp. What? Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it outside. They're going to double pass here. Going deep, that's Man Scott. What a catch by Man Scott! Is a one-handed grab. He's going to go almost all the way. Just tackled at the one. Highlight reel right there for Man Scott. Oh my goodness, Jason.
I don't think you'll see anything like that.
Woo!
That's not an East Texas highlight reel. That's Sports Center right there.
Man, oh man. What a catch.